Probability factor of 1 to 1. We have normality. I repeat, we have normality. Anything you still can't cope with is therefore your own problem.
Good. Share our warpstone, and I will not eat you. Yet.
A, B, C, D, E, fuck you.
健闘
人類に栄光あれ。
人類に栄光あれ。
人類
栄光は
What's the plan then?
We're going to the Winchester.
The pub.
Yeah, boy!
Hey everybody, how are we doing? Hello, 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 happy Friday. Happy Friday. You know what day it is, don't you? You do know what day it is. Even though apparently, what the hell? Apparently they are doing a US Open Palm Springs stream in a little while. They are not going to be doing that. Huron Day. Well, that's a point. That's a point. We do get to possibly see all the other Huron stuff, don't we? Hopefully, we get to see the rest of his squad. That's very, very true. Hello, everybody. How are we all doing? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. From the top, Manaringo. I think Manaringo is first. Manaringo was first in chat. Hello, Manaringo. How are you doing? Teeny Tiny followed. Hello, Teeny Tiny. We got a Spiky and a Shirato. We got a Purples and Whiskey calling me a tourist like straight away. Purples is on a 45 stream streak. Cookie is here. Hey, Cookie. Thank you very, very much for saying that. That's very kind of you. Leo, how are you doing? Yes, I am streaming on YouTube. I am streaming on YouTube right now, which is what you're watching. Regards from Denmark. Hello, Whiskey. How's the Chris? I'm very well, thank you. Yes, I am good. I am good. I've got it's a new layout. I haven't got any kind of painting stuff. Like I've got my camera here, which I can swing over and show stuff on here, but like I haven't got my light in. It's all very open. It's very cool. I like it. Happy Friday. How is everybody doing? Yes, we are going to do a tier list. We're going to do a tier list because it's funny. Hello, people from Blue Sky. Yes, we have Twitch chat. We have Twitch chat above us. You can all say hello on chat. So you can all say hello to YouTube when we start recording stuff. Yeah, hello, people from Blue Sky. Hopefully that's worked as well. I have gone for the first time ever. I am officially live on Blue Sky. Oh, you can't quite see it. Let me go to. There you go. I am now officially live on Blue Sky. Yeah. Why does it? Why I don't understand why nobody likes Centurions. What the hell was that? What was that?
Hello and welcome everyone to the first Warhammer Open here.
Yeah, let's turn that off, shall we? Stupid echo. It's especially about the helmet part, isn't it? The tier list is specifically the helmets. Yes, it's specifically helmets. Can I change that? Can I change the title? I suppose I could change the title somewhere somehow. I'll probably have to make it again, don't I? Edit. Yeah. Anyway, yes. So it is specifically. Yes, it's a Sexy Science Hannah. Sexy Science Hannah is in the house, and apparently it is winter in Palm Springs. So Sexy Science Hannah was hoping for plaid shirts, but looks like we got sports coats. Did we get sports coats? Who's playing? Nick Hodgson. I do not know Nick Hodgson. Justin Serrano. I don't know Justin Serrano either. Zinch versus Emperor's Children. Fair enough. I don't see you live in Blue Sky. It must have not updated yet. It should be. It should be. It should have a little live. There you go. Look. It should have a little live icon. If you find my account, you can hover over my account, and then it goes watch on Twitch. Watch now on Twitch. So it's not actually live on Blue Sky. It's live and then linked to Blue Sky. Oh no! Did Chris do it wrong? I don't think I've done it wrong. Hello, Manaringo. How are you doing, Manaringo? So yeah, this is going to be fun. It's going to be massively controversial because I really like certain helmets. Obviously, so it's going to be really bad.
Rude alert! Abandoned shop. This is not
a daffodil. Repeat. This is
Tier
not a
list,
daffodil.
really? You know we'll be doing a tier list, Avian. I've been saying we're doing a tier list all week. We've seen your minis, we know. Do you want to see what I've been doing today? Do you want to see what I've been painting today? I can bring the camera around and show you what I've been painting today. What's a tier list? And it's where you put things in order of like, oh, that's really cool and that's not. Just the helmets. Well, Mark 6 and Mark 3 Crusader are bestest. And why is it Space Marines? Because we have to start somewhere. Like, we have to start. So it was. I asked because I wanted to do. I thought doing a tier list on stream would be quite interesting, but I just couldn't think of any interesting tier list to do. I'm not doing like paint tier lists because that would take forever. Like, what do? Pick like 10 of my favourite paints from all the ranges and then rank them? That's not going to work because they're all my favourite paints from the ranges. So I asked in Discord, and Hannah said, "Oh, do Space Marine helmets." I was like, "Oh, actually, that's really cool." Because I can start. Yes, I did choose Space Marines because we have to start somewhere.
It's going to be a tier list for chat. I hope Olivia pronounces that like crying tears and not tearing someone a new asshole.
So you have to. If you start with Space Marines, okay. If you start with Space Marines, then you can do Eldar helmets, then you can do Necron helmets, then you can do blah 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 blah, etc etc. And then you can do I can do a Votann one if you wanted me to, which would be hilarious because everything would just be down in D tier. So that would be really really good fun. You cancelled the meeting. Oh, thank God. Purples. That's really good actually, because I was a little bit worried that I was going to do this tier list and just chat would be quiet, and I don't know. I kind of like vibing off chat. So Chris just like looking at helmets. So yeah, the idea when Hannah said, because I ask things in Discord all the time, guys. And Hannah said, "Oh, do Space Marine helmets." I was like, actually, you can see that kind of fan out because then I can do Space Marine helmets. That's like the first one that gets everybody interested because Space Marines are the poster boys, whatever. Say what you will, and you've also got the Horus Heresy lot as well because Horus Heresy helmets are really cool. And then from that you can then go Eldar, then you can go Votann, then you can go Orcs. It would be hilarious to do an Orc helmet tier list. That would be brilliant. We can definitely do a Votann one so that we can get so that I can make purples very 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 cross.
Polyethyl vinyl ester acetate. I said it.
Yeah. Do you want me to say this now? Is that what you wanted me to say? Polyethyl vinyl ester acetate. Oh God. Polyethyl vinyl ester acetate. Oh my God! I read it first time when I was reading it in Discord. I read it and I was like, well, yeah, of course I can say that. And then I didn't. Polyethyl vinyl ester acetate. Polyethyl vinyl ester acetate. I will ask every streamer to read it out loud. That's fine. That's fine. I did chemistry. I read that first time. You missed out F tier for Mark 6. F tier. Well, it will just have to go in D tier, won't it? Well, that's just pants. Hello, Tobes. How are you doing? Yeah, polyethyl vinyl ester acetate. Yeah, I'm a chemist. So yeah, I read.
Tier, also for fucking music.
Also for the fucking music. Mark S. Mark S is S++. You're the scientist. Do you want to? Do you? I don't know whether I should add to this, Hannah. Do you want me to add to that? Do you want me to add to the chemistry? Mark 1 is S tier, just to troll. I'm. Were you cooking Chris and Beth? No, I wasn't. Yeah. Sorry. Where shall? Polyethyl vinyl ester acetate. It's easy. Add to the chemistry, yes. Oh, wait. Okay, I won't add to the chemistry just yet. No, I'm not trying to out-science.
Christopher trying to out-science the sexy Hannah of Science of Roth.
I'm definitely not trying to out-sexy. I can't out-sexy the sexy scientist. Part of me wants to give you actual opinions on these, but where's the fun in that? I'm going to give actual opinions. That's the whole plan. So yeah, we're gonna come here and we're gonna throw shit in, and I'm probably gonna make everybody really cross.
When Chris says he was a chemist, he means he huffed all the photo-developing chemicals to get high.
No, no, I don't. Because do you know why? Because I was told not to do. I was told not to take art, so I never took art. Which is why I cried on stream when I finally drew something. Bubble helmet equals best. Now, before we start, is there anything we are missing? Because, and does anybody know what mark the Centurion helmet is? Because I've got, so from left to right, we've got the Cataphracti, the Tartarus, the Saturnine, and then the normal Terminator. I can't remember what that one's called. The Gravis needs to come down here. Let's put the Gravis down here somewhere. There we go. So we've got the Gravis, we've got the Mark II, the Mark III, the Mark IV, the Mark V, the Mark VI, Thunder Warriors, Mark 7, Mark 8. Thank you very much to Whiskey, I think, who reminded me to get Mark 8. I didn't even know there was a Mark 8. The Centurion helmet, Mark 10, Incursor helmet, the Custodes helmet, the Reaver helmet, Gravis, Leviathan Dreadnought, Contemptor Dreadnought, Chaplain, and Blade Guard Veteran. Somebody pointed out on Blue Sky that I hadn't got the Blade Guard Veteran, and I nearly put the Blade Guard Veteran one in, and then I thought, well, is that actually like a different kind of mark of helmet? Should I leave that one out or not? So Gully Boy helmet is missing intentionally. Who wants a Gulliman helmet? No, wait, what the fuck are Centurion's helmet? Ugly as sin. Yeah, you see, this is where I'm going to annoy loads of people. It's going to be quite funny. It is going to be quite funny because this tier list is not going to be like anything anybody else likes. There isn't an adequate letter on the tier list for most of these. Which one do we need? Do we just need to change this one to... Do we need to change that one to just like F? Whoops. Do we need to change that one to F? Is that it? You just close it? There we go.
You wanted Olivia present. You get Olivia present. You're gonna regret it, Tom.
I can't regret it. Add F for Centurions. Good God, I've put F in. So now it goes S, A, B, C, and F. We've only got 18. We've only got 18 of them, so they're not going to be very long. And I thought the Space Wolf helmets were bad. Yeah, I didn't want to kind of go into colours should be reversed, green for S and red for F. I'm not reversing them. I'm not going through and reversing all of that. This is what tier lists look like. If you go and look at a tier list, they're all red at the top and green at the bottom. You have to explain why they're getting ordered. Oh yeah. Yep. Cataphracti, etc. I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be really cool. You asked for chat involvement. You asked for it. You got it. I did indeed. Yes, I want chat involvement. That's change those colours. Nope. But you also need to add to chemistry. Don't leave me hanging. So I did when I was... Oh, we got a hype training coming as well. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much. Hype train. A tier list hype train. So when I was told not to do art by my art teacher, I was like, oh, okay then. Well, I won't do kind of creative artistic things. I'll just do all the numbers, all the math stuff. Because maths, I could do maths, and also it was black and white. Like the answer was either right or wrong. It wasn't like English where you had to write a big long paragraph explaining why Wuthering Heights had so and so, and then it got kind of judged on how good the answer was or anything. It was black and white. It was either right or it was wrong. So I did chemistry, and I did physics. I just checked on YouTube. I can mute and also remove someone. There doesn't seem to be a ban option, but I guess remove is where it's at. I'm guessing remove is the same as ban, right? I'm guessing remove is the same as ban. Space Marine helmets. The reason why none of us will have friends in this community anymore tomorrow. We're massively going to disagree with all this, aren't we? We are massively going to disagree with all this. You're no longer Sexy Science Hannah because I'm in the presence of an actual scientist. Why? Just because I can say that. Oh dear, no. Yeah, I love chemistry. Chemistry was freaking awesome. I got 2 Bs at A level. A level chemistry and physics. And then 2 Cs in geography and mathematics. Hannah secretly has an English major. Is she sexy English Hannah? Right, so we need to put some music on, don't we, so that we can have a little bit of a soundtrack. We're not going to put Eve on because it is a little bit. Sorry, we're not going to put a Armored Core on because it is a little bit loud. More than me. I've got a pharmacological degree and would have been named Hannah if I was born a girl. Does that make me your replacement? Oh my god. I wanted to go to university to be a historian. Thank heavens I bailed on college and just taught myself how to program computers.
Methional thronal glutaminal aginal tyrosyl glutamal isoleucine. Now try this one.
Hang on. Where have you pulled that one from? That one's a protein. Never heard of that one before. I took AP Chemistry and Bio and regular physics. I insist on being called Sexy Science Target. Ask Olivia to say it again. This is a long one. Methiotherine. It's too small. I can't see it. Hang on, where is it? Can you type it in Discord? Methionine etherionic glutamate glutalagin isocyl glutamyl isoleucine. See, I'm the least science person here, but you're the most sexy person here, so it's all good. I am not fully back from the flu, but feel better. Ergo, I'll be quite silly and poking Chris today. Brilliant, right. So I need to do an intro, don't I? Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Insert Family Guy phony clip here. Family Guy phony clip. Clipper Guy phony.
Methional thronal glutaminal aginal tyrosyl glutamal isoleucine tourist.
Methional theronal glutamate larginal tyrosyl glutamyl isoleucine. You should be wearing a helmet. I should be wearing a helmet. I probably should. I don't actually have a helmet. Oh, I do! I do have a helmet. I have a black racing helmet. Of course I do. The drug I take for my epilepsy, even the neurologists have difficulty pronouncing. Right, so. The tier lists. Asked Falrat to let in one of his Imperial Fist helmets. No. Right. Eugenositol. Nope, I am the least science inclined. I dislike chemistry and biology, so I took physics. Did great with mechanical, but when dealing with the electricity, I boomed because I would not allow me to use left and right hand rules. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome to another video for my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I am joined here by my Twitch chat as well. We're doing this live on Twitch. It's going to be absolutely hilarious, and Twitch chat are going to be very, very well behaved as always. But today we are going to, or I am going to, probably very howdy, and no, we won't behave. That wasn't part of the deal. Pro streamer.
Not very based, very opinionated.
Not very based and very opinionated. Yeah, I'm gonna be. Should you hide chat for this? No, that's not the point. I am definitely putting chat. I'm definitely putting chat on YouTube. So I'm going to be ranking all of the Space Marine helmets. That's the idea. I'm going to be ranking and tier listing all the Space Marine helmets, and I am predicting that all of these ranks are going to be very divisive, and it's probably going to get me in a lot of trouble. So yeah, if I don't know whether I can make this. I think I can. I think I can make this tier list kind of public afterwards, so that you can all go through and do your own tier list, so that you can correct the absolute mayhem which I am going to create. But we have. I think we've got 18 helmets here from the Space Marine range, if you like. So we got a few Terminators. We've got some of the Firstborn. We've got some of the Primaris, and then we've got some select ones as well. So we have the Cataphracti, the Tartarus Terminators, the Saturnine, and then the regular 40k Terminators. I don't know what the regular 40k Terminators are supposed to be called, but they're just the regular 40k Terminators. And then in terms of the marks from Heresy, we have Mark II, Mark III, Mark IV, Mark V, Mark VI. The Thunder Warriors, we got Mark 7, Mark 8, we got the Centurions from Warhammer 40,000, we then have the Mark 10 from the Primaris, we got the Incursor helmet, which isn't really a helmet, it's like a visor, but hey, we'll include it. I've also included the Custodes helmet. It was kind of like touch and go whether I included it, but I decided to. We have the Reaver helmet, the Gravis armor helmet, and then we have a few special mentions. We've got the Leviathan Dreadnought, the Contemptor Dreadnought, the Chaplain, and requested on Blue Sky, we also have the Blade Guard Veteran helmet. Indomitus Pattern Terminator armor. There we go. That's exactly why we have Twitch chat. The 40k Terminator is called the Indomitus Pattern Terminator armor. Boom, nailed it. Just to be annoying since you started, do Space Awoo hats need adding? Space Awoo hats.
You didn't put the Judica, you coward.
You didn't put the Judicia in. No, I didn't put the Judicia in. The Judicia is kind of like the Chaplain. So I missed the Judicia. What do you mean the Space Wolf hat? No. So yes, I haven't included chapter specific ones because we had the Space Wolf hats and all the other kind of various separate ones as well. Like I'm not going to put in here like the Night Lord's winged helmets and things. The Dark Angel helmets would just go straight up to S tier because they look amazing. So I'm not including all the chapter specific ones, otherwise I would be here all day. And in case you don't know, we have a reveal show coming up very, very soon. So if this takes all day, we won't get to see the reveal show. So that's the point. Like I said, we need to rank lists first. Why do we need to rank lists? Ranking lists? Right. So first up is the Cataphracti. The Cataphracti Terminator.
Dark Angels helmets would go to F tier because they can go to hell.
Dark Angels can go to hell, apparently. The Dark Angels helmets, I don't quite know why. Dark Angels helmets look amazing. In your weirdo Death Guard dreams. What in my weirdo Death Guard dreams? So the cataphracti Terminators. In terms of the helmet for the cataphracti, I do quite like the setting for the helmet. You have the triangular kind of opening. It looks a little bit like a kind of a beaked mouth. I think it fits really, really well in with the Raven Guard. So the cataphracti Terminator helmet itself is really interesting. I think it's got a nice amount of trim on it. I don't think it's particularly intrusive. It's not overcomplicated. It's not too kind of round and soft, which we will definitely get to at some point in the later tiers. So I'm going to start this one off nice and simple. That's going to be kind of like the anchor, so that we can go up and down from that. I think that's where we're going to go. Get all the red dwarfs. B for based. B for based. Straight in there. Remove the Custodian's helmet. It has no place. There's Flibble from a Red Dwarf. I do have absolute tons of Red Dwarf quotes on my Twitch. Right, so we're not voting. No, this is me. I am picking this. I'm picking this. We're not voting. You get to choose, but I am picking. Right, the Tartarus. That's the whole point. I'm doing the tier list so that everybody can get cross at me. We're voting anyway. You can by all means vote. You can by all means say where you would put the helmets, but it's not a democracy. I am dictating where I am putting my tier list.
You might be picking this, but we are picking on you.
You're picking me. And just like that, you lost me. Oh, I'm sorry, Tebow. I'm going to put this up. I'm going to put this up on my Blue Sky or something, so that you can then go in and edit it and do it yourself, and then you can do your own tier list and find out where you think it is. Well, butter my backside and call me a biscuit. How are you doing, Hook and Pin? Grizz, how are you? Right. So the Tartarus Terminator. It's slightly less beak orientated in terms of the setting for the helmet. I do prefer the helmet. I think the helmet looks a little bit more like a skull, which is always good. If you know my kind of background, and particularly my influences that I've been posting on social media recently about things like the Harryhausen skeletons from Jason and the Argonauts and things, you'll know that I absolutely love skeletons. So as soon as a helmet kind of verges and shifts a little bit further over to a skull emblem, if you like, I do like it. I do have Night Lords as well, so Tartarus Terminators for the Night Lords do look rather cool. This one is actually a Night Lords Tartarus Terminator artwork, which I've chosen as well. You can see the skulls on the top. So in terms of where I don't think it's quite up in A, but I do think it's better than the Cataphracti. I do think it's better than the Cataphracti, mainly because it's blue as well.
1 hour and 18 minutes.
1 hour and 18 minutes until we get reveals, and we're going to talk about the reveals as well later on. So Tartarus I think is going to sit up here in B. I don't know. Do I put it in A? Is it that good? Is it that much better? Is it that much better than a Cataphracti that it deserves to go in A? I mean, it is a little bit scully. I think I'll leave it in A. I'll leave it in A for a little bit. Where's everybody else putting it? Where's everybody else putting the Tartarus? Oh, the Saturnine. I can't decide, because I've had a quick kind of scan through these. Generous. Do you think that's generous to get up into A? Grizz reckons it's B. Little reckons it's A. Not that you can really see the helmet in a Terminator armor anyway. I mean, that's also very true. That is also very true. Having said that, maybe they both need to go down a tier because you can't really see them. Yeah, I think A is probably a little bit generous for that one. I'm going to leave it in. I'm going to leave it top of B at the moment. We can, once we get it all in, I'm going to kind of tweak everything around. The Saturnine one. See, it's really weird. It's really weird because everything feels like it should be in everything feels like it should just go in B at the moment. The Saturnine Terminator. The Saturnine's interesting, isn't it? Because it's like this massive big block of armour with a tiny little helmet sitting in the centre. Now, one thing that I do like about the Saturnine is it's got those angry, angular eyebrows. The eyebrow trim is really kind of angry and pointy, so I do like that. I do like how angry and pointy it is. It isn't really set back, and it's got a weird kind of round surround to it. Tier list. Hey, how you doing, Cryo? We are doing a tier list for YouTube. So the Saturnine one, I think in the setting it's quite cool because you do have the massive shoulders as well, and it is kind of in this round setting. I'm going to leave it in C, even though I do really like those angular eyebrows. I think that is really, really cool. Oh, we got a hype train. Hype train, thank you very, very much. So yeah, it is angry. Is it better than... I don't think it's better than the Cataphractii, you know. I don't think it's better than the Cataphractii. The Cataphractii has some depth to it. The Cataphractii definitely has some depth to it. Like, you've got the big kind of beaked armour around the helmet, and the helmet is set back. The Saturnine one is pretty much kind of like it's bulky. So I don't think it kind of needs to go anywhere other than that. Right. What was this called? The Indomitus pattern. The Indomitus pattern Terminators. Now, I'm gonna put this right out there. There is a little bit of nostalgia that comes with this tier list, because as soon as you say Terminator, obviously you think of Space Hulk. You think of those original Terminators that you had when you were a teenager, and the classic Indomitus pattern Terminator armor. It's really good, isn't it? It's really good. I really like it. I think it's fantastic. I do think it looks better scaled down a little bit. I think the current models are they have a little bit too large of a head. I think it needs to be scaled. I mean, I quite like the scale and proportions of this piece of artwork, with the helmet kind of really set back in the bulk of the Terminator. So the models, I think the heads are a little bit large. However, A tier. Easy A tier. Easy A tier. Is anybody disagreeing with me? Is anybody disagreeing with me about A tier for the Terminators? Come on now. I know I did say I was going to be controversial, and I was going to there's going to be lots of decisions here that I think the community aren't going to agree with, but yeah, I think A. Cheers, everybody. Chaos version is A. Chaos version, what, with the horns? Oh, Chaos version with the horns is awesome. Hype train, 50% on the hype train. Thank you very, very much, everybody. I'm interested to know, where would Olivia rank all of these? We are going to get to all the Horus Heresy marks now as well, which is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Everybody's going to hate me. Everybody's going to hate me in a second. Yeah, all right then. What, Whiskey, are you agreeing with me? Are you agreeing with me with the A tier on the Terminator? Excellent. Excellent. Oh, Tobes, welcome back to the crypt, my friend. How are you doing? Thank you very much. Cheers, Whisk.
I would rank them all in F tier except Dante's helmet, that would go to S.
Dante's helmet is kind of cool. Dante's helmet is kind of cool. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's an S tier, but it's not bad. Okay, Horus Heresy. We're nearly at rank 2 hype train as well. Thank you very, very much indeed. Okay, Horus Heresy Mark II Horus Heresy armor. I mean, I know I have a word bearer. I know I have word bearer here, kind of pointing out and representing Mark II, and the Mark IIs have the Cylon visors. Is that right? I think all the Mark IIs have those Cylon visors, so they get a little bit of a kind of a bonus on the Cylon kind of visors. However, they do look a little bit like a cheese grater. They do look a little bit like a cheese grater. I'm not a big fan of them. I'm not entirely sure. It's almost like they've got a big kind of Viking beard as a helmet, which ordinarily would be really, really cool. But in helmet form, I'm not entirely sure it's particularly aesthetically interesting. This one almost kind of gets it up above the Saturnine because it's got the kind of like the little bionic eye. But like it's somewhere around here. I'm going to put it there because I want to save F tier for a little bit more of an impact. But yeah, I think bottom of C for me. I don't think it's clearly worse than the Saturnine. The Saturnine might end up coming up here, to be honest. If this is the level of C tier, then the Saturnine might have to go up to B, and therefore that might have to go up to A. I don't know. We'll see when we get round. But yeah, the Mark II C is bottom of C at the moment. Whether it goes any further from that, I don't know. Everybody seems to be agreeing with me. I'm quite impressed with this. We're not going to make the preview show, are we? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. We got an hour. We got an hour, Whiskey. We've already done 5. Okay. Mark III. Now I said the Mark II got kind of like a little bit of a bump up because it had that Cylon single visor. The Mark III sadly doesn't have that Cylon single visor, and it still looks like a cheese grater. I don't know, like what those of you who know all about Horus Heresy and stuff, what was the difference between these two? Like what was the purpose and what was the change? I don't understand. Hannah's dropping the Mark III straight into B tier. Cheese grater, that's it. Banish them both to F. I don't. I mean, it's worse than that. It's definitely worse than that. Does it deserve an F tier? I think actually it probably does deserve an F tier. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. We're going to have to get the F tier going at some point. I think the Mark II gets up to the C tier purely because of that single visor, like the Cylon-esque single visor. I don't like it at all. I think it looks. It's too bottom heavy. It's got like that cheese grater kind of beard. It looks like a dwarf. That's what it looks like. It looks like a dwarf helmet that's like been made to look like a beard. I don't like it. It's not good. It's not good. I mean, it is an Imperial Fist colour, which is probably why Hannah wants it up here somewhere. But no. Right. Okay, so Mark IV. Now, I kind of like the Mark IV. And I don't know whether it's because I'm kind of waiting for it at the moment, because I'm waiting for the new plastic kits to appear for the Mark IV, so I can kind of finish off the plan for my Raven Guard, because my reconnaissance squads are going to be in Mark IV armour based on a piece of artwork from the Black Books. So I do kind of like the Mark IV armour in my head looking forward for the Raven Guard. Spoilers, it's a far cooler looking version of the Mark X. I don't know whether they went Mark IV, let's just copy Mark IV when they did the Mark X, but it's a far cooler looking version of the Mark X. It's not as soft, it's much more angular. I do quite like the kind of the visors in there, the grills and the mouth grills, if you like, in there. It does have a nice angry look to it. Top of B. I don't think it's going. It's not going top of A. It's not going into A, but it's definitely going top of B. It's definitely going top of B. Definitely going top of B. Mark IV looks like it's sniffing around for a hole to suck ants out of. I kind of like the proportions of it. And I do like the kind of the grill and the whatever the little grill mouth bits are called. I don't know, air intakes or something. But yeah, it's good, and I do like how angular the ears are. The ears don't come down like all soft and flowy; they just come down and then go out. It's good. I like it. So yeah, top of B. I think that might be the Mark IV might be the absolute like perfect B tier helmet. I think it's right in the middle of good. Oh dear, this is where I disappoint Toby, isn't it? This is where I disappoint Toby, because Toby really likes the Mark V. I don't like the Mark V. The Mark V is... Who's that? Oh, Isharet, thank you very much for the follow. The Mark V is everything that's good about the Mark VII, but like with Nurgle bulbous bits on it. It looks like it's poorly. It looks like it's ill. I don't like it. it's everything that's cool about the Mark VII, but with like bad jewelry. I don't like it. I don't. It's definitely better than the Mark III. I'm not saying that it's like Mark III bad. I'm not saying it's Mark III bad, but it's not interesting. It's got too much attempted bling. Like I don't even get what the point of. Well, I do get what the point of the things are, because they're the scatter the parts on the armor that they can use to scatter the rounds and everything, the ammo rounds. But is it better than? I mean, it's better than the Mark II. The Saturnine feels like it should start going up there, to be honest. It's better than the Mark II. Sons of Horus. I do like the red eyes. The red eyes do look great on the Sons of Horus. It's just, I don't like all the extra. It doesn't need the studs. I'd really like if it wasn't for the bubbles. Well, luckily, Whiskey, we have a helmet that looks pretty much exactly like that without the bubbles on it. He's definitely been smoking some shit. Marine of the Black Lagoon. I'm not a big fan of that. The next one's going to shock you as well. I'm gonna push that down to F. Am I? No, I'll leave it up there for the moment. We're struggling with S tier at the moment, aren't we? We're struggling with S tier at the moment. There's nothing going into S tier at the moment. Let's see if we can sort that out with the next pick. Okay. Mark 6. Beaky helmets. I don't want everybody to leave chat. I didn't like the Mark 6. When Horus Heresy came out, the new Horus Heresy came out, and Games Workshop very kindly sent me the box, and I was painting them all up, and I painted all the legions for painting tutorials on YouTube and everything. And I was like, I'm not a big fan. I even put a Primaris helmet on there because I couldn't find a Mark IV. And I thought the Primaris helmets kind of look a little bit like a Mark IV. So I put a Primaris one on there just to kind of see what the difference looked like, because the Mark 6 came out and there wasn't any other options. I didn't have any other Horus Heresy stuff. I've kind of started to like it a little bit more after doing my Raven Guard. I think my Raven Guard looked really good with it, and it's a really fun and characterful helmet that kind of sets the scene around the Raven Guard. I think it fits, and I think it looks good, mainly because of all the artwork and setting for the Raven Guard. However, the helmet just looks a bit small. My face is overrated. The helmet just looks a bit small. It always looks like 10% too small. Anywhere you put it, even on the Horus Heresy ones. Like if you can compare it to a Mark 7 helmet. Mark 7 helmet looks bigger and bulkier, and it kind of sits in the shoulders a bit better. The Mark 6 just gets a little bit lost, and then it's got the big nose as well. It looks like a Womble. And I don't know, it's in my Raven Guard army, because I love my Raven Guard army, I think it's up in A, but as a helmet for itself, maybe no, because it hasn't got any, like, it hasn't got angry eyes. It hasn't got angry. This stream is invalid. It hasn't got like angry eyes or anything. It's got a womble nose, which kind of just pulls it out a little bit of context, and it's too small. It's just too small a helmet. I think the Saturnine needs to go up there. No, I'll leave the Saturnine down here. I will leave the Saturnine down there. Right. Sorry, Beaky is best armor. Chris is wrong. See pick. Yeah, apparently I'm wrong, which is all fine because you get to do this tier list yourselves, and you get to show me exactly why I'm wrong. Right, the Thunder Warrior. Now, the Thunder Warrior, the Mark 1, the Thunder Warrior helmet. If we rank it on the tier list for the John Blanche artwork, it's going to be different to how we would rank it if we were ranking the models, because the models don't have the really cool kind of like Asian Chinese face mask. They just have a helmet with a plume and a visor across the front, so they don't have the really cool face mask. So I think I'm just gonna, because this is that's the concept, right? So we're gonna have to end up with something. At some point, they're going to do a Thunder Warrior based on John Blanche artwork, aren't they? They're going to have to. So I'm going to tier list it based on that, and based on this, and the because it has that really cool kind of Far Eastern war mask on it, and then the big plume as well. You're kind of pulling like all the kind of the Roman influences and the Far Eastern influences and moulding it into one. I do think it's kind of cool. It's definitely going to go above the Beaky helmet. I'm sorry, everybody. I think it's great. I think it's probably going to come up here. Actually, it's better than the Tartarus. Not. Oh, I don't know. Is it better than? We're going to have to start pulling some of these down. I think. I think it's. Is it better than the Mark? I think it's better than Mark IV. I think, yeah, it is. It's better than Mark IV. It's more scary. It's more angry. Like I love my horror films, and that has like a proper horror vibe to it. Like you could paint like an angry war mask in like obsidian black and look really scared with red eyes and everything. I think that's really cool. I like that. So based on the artwork, I think it's cooler than a Mark IV. Everyone but Chris, I should have said. Wait, what? We all agree on this one at least. What is happening? G, forget it out of here. Thunder Borea.
We're gonna do to you what the Emperor did to the Thunder Warriors.
What's the time for Grandpa to take a senility test? The Raven Guard are on the phone. They said they are not allowed to paint their minis anymore. What is everybody's general consensus on the Thunder Warrior helmet then? Is nostalgia not a thing? Does everybody not like it? Is everybody not a fan? Is nobody a fan of the Thunder Warrior helmet? I think it's really cool. Again, our S tier is looking decidedly empty. S tier is looking decidedly empty. Therefore, let's just do that. Mark 7. Mark 7. Mark 7. Space Marine helmet is peak Space Marine. It's absolute peak Space Marine, and I have been trying to gather.
Crow just called me and told me he revokes your Ravengard badge, and he wants you to visit the closest active volcano.
Thanks for the bits, Purple Spark. Yeah, I've been trying to collect Mark 7 helmets from eBay listings and everything, because I don't want to buy like, a tactical squad just to take out the helmets. So whenever some Mark 7 helmets come up on eBay and like a job lot or something, or a pack of 10 or something, I'll try and pick them up as long as they're not too expensive, because they just look amazing. Like I did a video on YouTube about Primaris and how to make Primaris look cool, and you just drop a Mark 7 helmet on a Primaris and it looks absolutely amazing. It looks absolutely brilliant. That helmet is design perfection. It's absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. The mouth mask guard bit thing. The eyebrows are really angry, so it's got the scowl to it. You've got the red eyes in there. There's nothing soft about the armor. Like the helmet comes down to the ears and then it goes out across the ears. It's really angular around there. It's absolutely brilliant. It's perfect. I don't think it's the Vader vent. Yeah, it's the Vader vent. I don't think you can improve on it, and I don't think they have improved on it on any of the helmets. I don't think they have at all. I think it's really, really cool. Is anyone? I think it's that, and I will fight anybody who says that the Mark 7 helmet is not S tier helmet. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Beaky was the first helmet ever. CLE2. Yep, it was the first helmet ever. Doesn't mean it's the best helmet ever. The Mark 8 helmet, which thank you very much. I was reminded about the Mark 8 helmet by Discord. Thank you very much. I'd completely forgotten about this. Now, the Mark 8 helmet is just, the proportions are just slightly different. They're just slightly different to the Mark 7, and I do like the Mark 8. You complain about nostalgia and don't understand time. We know Chris has no taste. I have impeccable taste. Thank you very much. I have absolutely impeccable taste. Let's go start our own stream and escape this rubbish hate for the Beaky. Why? Because the Beaky's in S tier. No, it needs to be in S tier. Like it's not. Yeah. Okay. Mark 8. It's all right. I'm going to upset more of you in a little while. Anyway, I'm going to upset more of you in a little while. Mark 8, A tier, absolute A tier. It's slightly different. It's slightly different from the Mark 7. It's a little bit wider down at the bottom, so you kind of have a little bit more kind of width and weight to it. The Mark 7 looks really angry. The Mark 8 looks kind of really heavy. So I really like the Mark 8 for kind of giving it to, like, if I could, I would put Mark 8 helmets on like Gravis armor. I think that would be really, really cool. What does everybody think about the Mark 8? And where I've not seen anybody kind of put where are we putting the Mark 7 in terms of where are you guys putting it? The Beaky needs to be in Super S tier. I respectfully disagree. Mark 8 has face vents instead of face tubes. 8 has that nice inverted curve on the bottom, which makes them look extra unhappy with their lunch. Yep. Mark 7 is A. Oh, okay. Mark 7 is S, just below Mark. What's that? Mark 6. Oh, okay. So are you putting Mark 6 right at the very, very top of S tier? Indomitus Terminator is better than 8. I can go with that. I can agree with that. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Hannah's deleting me. If the S stands for seriously overrated, in which case we'd have to kind of invert a lot of this if S stood for seriously overrated. Mark 6, Thunder Warrior, Mark 7 in S tier. Oh, there we go. So Purpley likes the Thunder Warrior. Right. Centurion. Why does nobody just why does nobody like this helmet? I don't understand why nobody likes this helmet. I don't get it. It's cool. It's so you've got the Mark 7, which is the classic brilliant Space Marine helmet. You've got the Mark 8, which is a little bit wider down at the bottom, gives it a bit more weight. And then you've got the Centurion one, which is wider everywhere and gives like absolute badass vibes because it's just such a heavy looking helmet. I don't get why it has the hate. I don't get why it has the hate. I don't understand. There we go. So Centurion armor is comfortably B tier. I might put it below the no. It stays there. It's there. I think that's. I really like the Centurion armor. Has the Centurion armor got a mark? A tier. A for angry. Exactly. It's a really angry. I mean, it's. Yeah. No, I think that's about right. I think that's about right because it's not quite as good as a Thunder Warrior kind of face mask, war mask thing. Cookie would put it in D tier. Purples would put it in P tier. Grizz is kind of agreeing with me because he would put it up in A, which is good. The helmet is tooled up Mark 7. Rest of the armor might be controversial, but the helmet is good. Tobes, high five, dude. High five. High five for agreeing. High five for agreeing. It is a tooled up Mark 7 and it looks awesome. It looks really good. I like it. Okay. Where do I start with the Primaris helmet?
How dare you, Tubbs?
Where do I start with the Primaris helmet? It's not angry, so it doesn't have angry eyebrows. It doesn't have angular ears. It doesn't have like the angular beak of the Mark IV. It's got pipes that come out in kind of like a really big wide loop. It's really soft on the top vent. It's really soft around the kind of the ears and the headphone jacks or whatever you want to call them. It's probably better than the cheese graters. Is it better than the cheese graters? I've just come. Like, it's not even as good. It's not actually. Yeah, it's probably better than the cheese graters, but it's not even as good as the Mark IV, Mark 5. That's Mark 4. That's Mark 5. It's not really even as good as the Mark 5, so it's definitely F tier. It's whether it's better than the cheese graters. I think it is just better than the cheese graters. I think I can kind of live with it, and it's taken me a long time to realise how much I dislike the Primaris helmet on Primaris Marines. Primaris Marines I like. And then you put the helmet on and you're like, oh, just like, no, it just doesn't work. So it's the helmet that throws me off about Primaris. Ultimately, if you put a Mark 7 on a Primaris Marine, I really like Primaris Marines. I think Primaris Marines look great if you put any other helmet on them other than a Mark 10. I just don't like the Mark 10 Primaris. It's too soft. It's not angry. It doesn't look scary. It doesn't look like an angel of death. It doesn't have any presence to it. It's too soft. Don't like it. F tier. Not having anything else said about it. It doesn't have any weight to it. The proportions are weird. It's all soft. Rant. Mark 10. F tier. Done. Primaris are good. Helmets, no. There we go. However, the Geordie LaForge helmet. The Geordie LaForge helmet is legit cool. I love the Geordie LaForge helmet, and I also really like the little mouthpiece as well. The mouthpiece vent, the little bit of a kind of a mouthpiece vent like that down at the bottom. It's really kind of small. I think it's fab. It's really cool. And you get the Geordie LaForge visor. And then when it turns into a helmet as well, it looks badass. It looks really cool. And I do like the little mouth vent, the little mouth kind of. I don't know, what do you call them? What do you call the mouth vents? What are they actually called? So I'm putting it up in A. I think it's cool. I think it's. Oh, is it better than? We might have to put that up there. You know, we might have to put that up there because I'm not sure. We might have to put Thunder Warriors up in A. Because I wanted to put that up in A. But I just think that the Thunder Warrior is better. And if the Thunder Warrior is better... then you have to... Oh, I don't know. I'll leave it like that. I think the Incursor helmet is really, really cool. The Incursor helmet is fab. Like, honestly, if you have some Incursor helmets, just go and have a look at it. Because, like, as soon as you get the helmet version of it as well, Vox Grill, perfect. Thank you, Purples. The Vox Grill on it is so kind of slender and angular. It makes it look really kind of evil. It looks cool. I like it. The proportions are so much better than the Primaris Mark X helmet. And I also like the little, the LED, the little light on the side. It's a great helmet. I really, really like that helmet. It's really, really cool. Are we disagreeing with the Incursor helmet? Wow. Oh wow, it's very spread. Hook and Pin says S tier, and Spiky and Hannah say F tier. Is there something below F? Hannah wants to put it absolutely in the bin. Do you not like Phobos Incursors? Actually, it's not a helmet though, it's just a mask. Incursor helmet. One Incursor helmet. Another Incursor helmet. Ba-boom! Incursor helmet with angry eyes. Yeah, just look how cool. How cool does it look? Look at that. Looks really cool with the little. What was it called? The Vox Grill. Looks really cool with the Vox Grill and the rebreathers and everything. It's epic. It's really, really good. So yeah, Incursor helmet, fab. You said triple F tier, as far down as possible that I could crash out the bottom. LeVar Burton equals S tier. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's leave it like that for the moment, and then we might get around to it. Okay, Custodes. I don't know. I still don't know whether. Says it's fab and then puts it in B tier. Do I need to put it there? Do I need to put it in A? If I put it in A, I've got to put that in A. It is cool. But then the Centurion is cool. The Centurion's fab as well. No, it's fine. There we go. Okay. The Custodes helmet. I didn't know whether to include the Custodes helmet. Ultimately, I have. Obviously, because it's in here. So I have included the Custodes helmet. I'm not a fan. I'm not really a big fan. It's one of those helmets that you kind of pretty much the same as the Beaky helmet. I tried to buy into it. For my Raven Guard. I've sort of bought into it for my Raven Guard now. I don't like the Beaky helmet for anything other than Raven Guard. The Custodes helmet I tried to buy into when I started doing some Custodes. And I kind of get why it's like all elaborate and stuff, but it just looks too much. It looks like why the UK police look weird with the high helmets.
You just want a permanent presence in the fuck you list, Christopher.
So I get that they're trying to make themselves look even taller and even more like imposing because they've got this large helmet on. Strangely, I do think it's better than the shitty Primaris Mark X helmet. It is kind of ornate. It does provide lots of painting possibilities as well. So it does have a little bit of a purpose, and it does stand and it makes them look a little bit more imposing. However, I kind of like all my Custodes helmetless. I think it's a bit too much. It's like really ornate on the top, and then it tries to be really scary around the eye part, and then like the lower part of the helmet just doesn't know what it wants to be really. So it's a weird one. I find the Custodes one's really weird. And then also, if you actually look at the Custodes helmet as well, it's got like a beak on it. It's got a beak from like the Imperial Eagle just above the eye line, which you kind of miss. So that I kind of like the Imperial Eagle part of the eyebrows coming down to a peak above the nose, but yeah, I think the whole helmet itself is just a little bit unwieldy. Okay, question, Chris. Do you like Eldar helmets? If yes, then Custodian's helmets are better. Fuck you. I'm not answering that until I do my Eldar helmet tier list, because there's lots to talk about with the Eldar helmets. Okay, the Reavers. Now, the Reavers do have a helmet. It is a helmet. There's a Reaver mask as well, because they can take the top of the helmets off, but then they can take the top of the helmets off for like the Primaris ones as well. So it's kind of like here or there. The Reaver helmets. Now, the Reavers were designed at the same time as the Incursors. Games Workshop did the Incursors and the Reavers at the same time. They did all the Intercessors at the same time, and then management saw the Reavers and were like, we need to release those now because they're amazing. And they are. I mean, they're a skeleton. They're a skeleton skull helmet. Like, how can you not like a skeleton skull helmet? Brilliant. It's really cool. I'm trying to work out how to get them into the Raven Guard. I think it's such an easy kind of kit bash if you want to make anything look kind of scary as well. You just stick like a Reaver helmet on it. So they do get a little bit of they are kind of like a little bit overused. So because they're a little bit overused, you could kind of see them drift down a little bit, but ultimately it's a skull. Ultimately it's a skull. I think it's awesome. I think it looks really good. I think the proportions are really good on it. I think the kind of the skull mask is probably the best form of it rather than the full helmet, because as soon as you add the full helmet you get those weird soft ear parts around the headphones that you get on the Mark 10, which looks terrible. So I think the mask is probably the best version of it, but I really like the Reaver helmets. Skull helmets are best helmets. Purpley Spark agrees with me. Does anybody else agree? Are we baddies, Reavers? Yeah. Mark 10, are we the baddies pattern? Reavers are great. I won't be taking questions. Worst by 10,000%, says Toby. Toby absolutely hates the Reaver helmet. No helmet equals stupid. Reavers and no helmet equals cool. So yeah, Reavers are cool. I really like the Reavers. The Gravis armor. Do I need to say anything about the Gravis armor? Do you want me to say anything about the Gravis armor, or shall I just put it on the tier list? Like, once I place it on the tier list, I kind of think it's self-explaining. Do you want me to explain why I'm going to put it somewhere? Or can I just put it there? Put it on the list and then we'll keep insulting you. Okay? There you go. It's pretty much the same as the Mark 10 helmet. So if you don't like Primaris, you won't like Gravis. It's better than the 10. Toby thinks it's better than 10. Toby, is it better than the 10 but still terrible? Alright, next. I don't think I need to explain that, do I? Like, it's a Mark 10 helmet in a way worse setting with a stupid little Red Riding Hood on it. Barely better than the standard 10. There we go. Like, it's trash. It's trash. It's worse than fake dwarf beard cheese grater helmets. Right, some bonus ones for you. Some bonus ones. Toby will put it in C. Toby will put it in C tier. We've only got one S tier at the moment. That's scary. Okay, Leviathan. Now, the Leviathan and the Contemptor are only slightly different, right? So these are actually going to be a little bit tricky to place, I think. Fake dwarf beard, nice. That's a shovel. Yes, I was trying to describe what these helmets look like, and they look like the fake dwarf beards. Yeah, the Leviathan one, I don't even know whether I can kind of rank these. I mean, they're better than all of this. They're probably better than. They probably sit about there. They probably both sit about there. Leviathan's better than the Contemptor.
We've only got one S tier because you put the Fab Ones in C tier, you overblown backputting.
So the Leviathan's better because it's got a little bit more angle on the eyes, and it's got a little bit more overhang on the eyes. So I think both the Dreadnoughts kind of sit around there. Again, they've got that kind of the Vox Grill face mask thing, which is quite cool. The Leviathan just has a little bit more of an angry eyebrow overlap kind of thing. So yeah, that's those two in there. I think, right, let's get these two done, and then we can tweak around and see if anything needs to go up or down, or whether we're about right. Why is the one good Dreadnought missing? Which is the good Dreadnought? Oh, the Boxnaut. Well, the Boxnaut hasn't really got the Boxnaut I didn't think really had a helmet. Okay, last two. The last two helmets for Space Marines for the Space Marine tier list. Let's see if we can. Really ruin some people's days. Okay, so we had the half skeleton. The half skeleton mask is up here. We had the Mark IV, which was kind of almost a bit skeletal here, and the same with the Tartarus here. Now we have an absolute full 100%.
Boxnaut is S tier tourist.
100% skull mask with glowing red eyes. Like a glowing red eye skull mask helmet is just absolutely. Why are you calling me a tourist in chat? Yeah, glowing red eye. Oh, sorry, I've got the tier list the wrong way around. Glowing red eye skull helmet. Peak helmet. Peak helmet. Can you get better than a glowy skull helmet? I don't know whether you can. I don't think you can. I think it's right up there with the Mark 7. Only thing better is the Beaky. I hope Chris enjoys us tossing money at him with twin amounts of hate. What is this abomination? Clearly his insanity cannot be cured. I almost pressed the nuclear on Chris's house button. Why? Because I put it down in F tier. Yeah, I absolutely love that. I have an absolute load of Chaplain skull helmets to kind of throw around and scatter around, and I really need to do. That's one conversion that I definitely need to do. I need to because I've got Asterath the Grim, so I'm going to use his wings and do a Raven Guard Chaplain out of Asterath the Grim and give him a really cool Chaplain skull helmet. It's a skull with glowy red eyes or glowy green eyes or whatever colour eyes you want to give it. Okay, now going from skull helmets to Crusader helmets, and if you watched any of my streams over the last few months, you'll know how much I like Crusade helmets as well. So does anybody want to guess where we're going to put this one? Now the Crusade helmets, this is the Blade Guard Veteran helmet. I think there's some of these in the Black Templars as well. Is that right? They kind of go on the Black Templars as well. But yeah, the Blade Guard helmet. It's just brilliant, isn't it? It's just brilliant. It's clearly the best Primaris helmet that they've done so far. There's nothing kind of soft about it. Like even when you get to the headphone jack parts, it's still really kind of angular and stuff. And then you have the really sharp beak on the nose at the front. Yeah, it's brilliant. I don't think it's quite as good as the Mark 7. I don't think it's quite this good. It's not like it's like classic nostalgia Mark 7. But I think it's either top of A or bottom of S. Now, if I put it bottom of S, that means we have 3 in S tier. Is that too many? And if we put it on top of A, is that? I don't know where, because it's better than all of those. Is it head and shoulders above all of those? Is it head and shoulders above all of those? I think it is. I think it is, isn't it? I think those are the 3 S tiers. The only other one that I would put up in S tier is the Dark Angel winged helmets.
31 minutes.
Yeah, I'm very much keeping a track on the time. Don't worry. I have the other tab here. I'm very much keeping track of time. The only other one that I'd put up in S tier is the Dark Angel's winged helmet, because I really like that one as well. Where does it go? Does it go there or does it go there? Right, let's put it there and let's see if we can rearrange. Now, we've got a lot in C. Now, do we push one up? Or do we pull one down? I don't think we can pull one down. I don't think Custodians deserve to be an F tier along with the Mark 10. Because the Mark 10 is absolute trash. So there needs to be... I mean, this F tier... There's a reason why there isn't a D and an E, because there needs to be a gap from A, B, C, and then a massive gap to show how terrible Mark 10 is, and Mark 2 and 3. So yeah, there's a big gap. I don't think Custodians can come down. Can the Cataphracti go up? Can we put the Cataphracti up to B tier? I mean, the Cataphracti started in B tier, so I think we probably can. And then we've got the Tartarus. Centurion's better than the Mark IV. Incursor's better than the Centurion. Right, now I think the only one is whether the Thunder Warrior goes up to A. Because it is very similar. What's out of all of these, which is the one that you are like, that is absolutely wrong? You get to change one of these. Which ones would you be changing? I kind of want to do that because then we get 3, 4 and 5 and 6. So you get kind of like a nice transition through the tiers there if I do that. And it is really close. It is really close to a Reaver because of that kind of war mask, the battle mask. Incursor top of B. Incursor top of B is cool. That's fair enough.
If we get to change a single one of these, I will change the streamer. He sucks.
Instead of editing your video, you should delete this. Why? Why? I don't want to delete this. I think this is really cool. This is not about building a symmetrical line. No, but there's a nice kind of symmetry that S tier has 3, A tier has 4, B tier has 5, C tier has 6, and then Mark 10 has its own tier of shitness down at the bottom. Cheese Grater Mark 3 is better than Mark 10. Actually, yes. Let's have a look at F tier. I think Mark 10 is better than Mark 3. I'm tempted to swap those two over because this one does have that cool Cylon single visor. So it gets a little bit of a pass over this one because this one doesn't even have angry eyes. If it doesn't even have angry eyes, how can it be better than a Cylon eyes? And then that one's got better eyes, but then that one's got a really big kind of dwarf bit. Yeah, I think we'll go like that. This is just terrible. Like the Gravis is just yeah. Top of B tier means opinion invalid. It means opinion invalid. What, the Incursor? The Incursor's a great helmet.
Time for GW to make you eyes for Chris.
Cheers, Avian. Why you put one lazy medieval helmet in S tier and the other two in F? One lazy medieval helmet in S tier. Because it's a Crusader helmet, and I love Crusader helmets. I really like Crusader helmets. It's really, really cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that helmet. It was a trap all along. Chris discovers rage baiting. This isn't rage. This is just my opinion. It's just my opinion, and I'm weird for Space Marine opinions. The ones you put in F tier were actually Crusader helmets. What? All of these? Oh, you mean the Mark II and the Mark III? And yeah, but I just don't like the dwarfy beardy bits. I will. Yes, I have the Warhammer preview ready. We have 26 minutes until the Warhammer preview. So yes, we will be watching. So yeah, there we go. That is my very, very carefully presented, created, and tiered up Space Marine helmet tier list. It is 100% right. I will not hear anything against it. It is absolutely perfect. I don't think I could move a single one around. The only one that I could possibly kind of entertain changing is maybe like... Actually, I can't think of one. I can't think of anything in there. I think that's all perfect. Maybe the Reaver comes above the Mark 8.
You're not weird for your Space Marines opinions, Christopher. You're weird, period.
I am weird. Thank you very much. So yeah, thank you very much to Twitch chat who have been here for the entirety of this tier list. I will try and pop this tier list up. I'll stick a link in the description so that you can do it yourself, and then just post it on Blue Sky or Twitter or in Instagram or something, and tag me so that I know how wrong you are when you do your own. That would be really, really cool. And I think the biggest takeaway from this for me is actually I want Games Workshop to do a Thunder Warrior helmet. I really want them to do a Thunder Warrior kind of war mask helmet. I think Olivia secretly likes me. Do you think? Yeah. Yeah, I really want to see. It feels like one of the commemorative minis, right? Like it feels like one year they would do like a commemorative mini or a Warhammer Plus mini, or a Warhammer birthday anniversary mini or something like that of a Thunder Warrior with a really cool war mask like that. I think that would be really cool. But I think that's the takeaway from this tier list, that I really like the Thunder Warrior helmet. It's kind of halfway to a skull mask, and I think it's really cool. So yeah, there we go. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I didn't get you too angry placing some of the helmets. And please like, subscribe, drop a comment down below, and please tag me when you do your own tier list. There we go. Thanks very much, everybody. And if you want to say bye to Twitch chat, there's Twitch chat, and you can just say bye-bye. Bye, Twitch chat. I thought that was cool. I quite enjoyed that. And there's nothing in there that I'm doing.
Your opinions are bad, and you should feel bad. I've not done anything in there intentionally to annoy people. Like that's all just like, I don't like the beaky helmet. It took me ages to like the beaky helmet. And there's a reason why I've bought all the resin helmets for Night Lords and Dark Angels and things, so I don't have to use beaky helmets on the Night Lords, because I don't think they look good. I don't like them. I like the Mark IV, but I think I like the Mark IV because I'm really looking forward to the plastic kit. I think that's one of the main things that I like about the Mark IV, that I'm really looking forward to the plastic kit so that I can finish my Raven Guard. And that's basically because of it's basically because of, it's not going to have it here, is it?
the reconnaissance squad from the Black Book. There it is. It's basically because of that. That's not. Yeah, it's that one there. So I like the Mark IV because of this, because that artwork is sitting in the book, taunting and teasing me, and I think that looks really cool. So I'm really looking forward to doing that when it comes out. Can you send me your beaky helms in the mail, and I'll send you some Incursor helmets? I have used all my beaky helmets. They're all on my Raven Guard. So I haven't got any beaky helmets left. I've used them all on my Raven Guard. I think I might have 10 left. But they don't fit Primaris. They look tiny on Primaris, sadly. I did try them for my Raven Guard for 40k, but they're just too small. So you need to use, if you want beakies for 40k, you have to get the Raven Guard accessory sprue, or loads and loads and loads of the beaky helmet from the Sternguard Veteran Squad, I think. The Sternguard Veteran Squad has like one. Right, so everybody, you have 20 minutes. You have 20 minutes before we get the reveal show. So go and grab a cup of tea now if you want one. I'm not leaving stream because whenever I leave stream I lose loads and loads and loads of viewers, so I'm not doing that again. Yeah, it's I really enjoyed that. Was that enjoyable? Did you like that, or was that did that just make everybody too angry? Mark 6 was originally made for the Raven Guard. You know that, right, Chris? Yes, I do. I do know that the Mark 6 was made for the Raven Guard, and that's why I was trying to kind of buy into it. And it's kind of the same thing with the Eldar as well. We'll get to that with the. We'll get to that when we do the Eldar tier list as well. But it took me a long time to like the Eldar helmets as well. Same with the Dark Eldar helmets. So the first few Eldar that I had bare heads because I didn't quite like that kind of like Eldar helmet, but you sort of start to buy into it, which is why I thought I'd start to buy into the Custodes one as well, but I've not quite got into there. Like the Custodes one, let's see if I can find that artwork again, because that artwork is really cool, and it's relevant as well to hopefully the reveal stream. Where's the artwork that I used? Where is it? It was a really good piece of artwork. I just wanted to use that piece of artwork again. That one's not bad. Although that one's going to open up in Facebook, isn't it? Yeah. So I quite like there's certain parts of the Custodes one that I really like. Like I really like the eagle that comes into the eyebrows, makes them look really angry. But it's just so big. It's just so large. And like if you could see a little bit more of how angry the bottom, like this bit down here is really kind of angry and scary, but you can't see it because it's overpowered by this massive bit at the top. My Lysander and Torgaridon just got delivered. Oh, nice one! Oh, they're really cool models. I like those. Gonna make a cup of tea to reduce this foul rage. I enjoyed the rating and providing my unsolicited 2 cents. Did you enjoy my justifications? Oh, what's this? What the hell is that? Oh, that's a Custodes, right? Yeah. So yeah, I like this bit here. I just wish that it had a bit more proportion because you don't see that because it's got all this stuff all this stuff happening at the top, so you lose out on the really angry stuff at the bottom, which is a a bit of a shame. About 15 minutes, yes, it is. Well, if you want to be exactly precise, it's 17 minutes. 17 minutes away. Don't worry, I'm very much keeping an eye on the time. Has Chris painted a Torgarodon? No, I painted the salamander dude. I painted the salamander guy. Where is he? There he is. Painted him. That's a whip, obviously, because the gun's not highlighted and the face isn't painted. So yeah, I painted that guy. I honestly didn't realise that those were the custodian helmet details when I painted them. Exactly, right? Like, you just don't see it. It's a shame, because it is a cool helmet. It's just lost in the rest of it. Like, in terms of the proportions, like, you have 20% of a cool helmet and 80% of a helmet that means that you can't see the 20% of the cool part. That's the shame. That's a shame. My list would be widely different, but then so would everyone's. I mean, that's right. So how do we do this? So I create a public template. Oh, and they go away. I can sign in with Google. Hang on. Let me just turn that off so I can sign in with Google. Is it just going to let me sign in? Yes, there we go. Okay, cool. So, do I make a template? Do I just make a template? Make my own template. Create public. And then I put Space Marine helmets. Oh wow. Well, I mean, I don't know. I can't see anything. Can anybody see this? What happens if I put W? Waifus. Oh, Warhammer. There's a Warhammer one. Oh, there we go. That's easy. And then all the images. So it's all of those minus that one. Square. Add a URL for image credits. Nope. SAD F. There we go. So now if I create that, did that work? Is it doing it? Yes. There we go. So now I can share that. There you go, everybody. There you go. Is it up and starting soon now? Oh. Yeah, there we go. So we're up and starting soon. Where is the tourney? No, it's not a Games Workshop Heads tour. It's at it's in. Oh shit! Where was it? It's over in America somewhere. I can't remember where it was. Yeah, I can't remember where it says it was now. It was a short name. Palm Springs. There we go. Rating helmets. What have I walked into? You have walked into that. That's what you've walked into, Faces and Bases. That is my Space Marine helmet tier list. And I need to save that, don't I? Download image. Boom. That's my Space Marine tier list. Which made a few people cross, which was quite cool. So there's the list. There's the tier list for yourselves if you want to go and make it. I will post that in Discord as well, so I don't lose it. There you go. Everybody can go and do the tier list and then tag me when they've done it. Yeah, where do you stand on Mark 6 beaky helmets? Where would you put them, Faces? And where would you put Primaris? Because they seem to be. Oh no, what was the other one? There was another one as well. Oh yeah, and Thunder Warriors. So Thunder Warriors, Mark 6 and Primaris. Where would you put all of those? I'm braver than him. I don't know what the Kit Kat story was. I thought it was starting earlier, so joined, and there were instant mic issues. But yeah, I really like the Custodes. I really like the Custodes stuff, the Custodes helmet, and then also I have done a female Custodes because I like badass women are awesome. Yeah, Chris got the heavy flamer to the face. Got the heavy flamer to the face. Where would you put stuff, Faces? Less non-marines, more chapter-specific ones. Okay, so we could be getting across the pond issues. Less non-marines, more chapter-specific ones. What do you mean, Avian? As in, you want me to rate the Sanguinary Guard things and stuff? Like all the helmets which are chapter-specific? Mark 6 were my first on the RTB01, so I have to say at least an A. Primaris A, but open helmets with armour, chin strap, beard is bottom tier in my opinion. RTB01 is a nostalgia kick, but is a terrible helmet for the reasons that I state. The video will be up on YouTube, Faces, so you can watch the video. You can watch all my justifications of everything. I thought I was quite justified for everything that I did. My S tier is absolutely perfect. My A tier is absolutely perfect. My B tier is absolutely perfect. My C tier is perfect. D and E tier are complete. Like there's the reason why it's an F tier is because there's a nice gap. There's a big gap. So like from C tier, and then there's a massive gap down to absolute shit F tier, which is the Mark II, the Mark 10, the Mark 3, and the Gravis. Look forward to the breakdown. I hope you enjoy it, dude. Can we do Space Marine feet next? Want to see what you give the Phobos Crocs? I hate the Phobos Crocs. I don't like the Phobos Crocs. That's the one thing on the Phobos Marines that looks weird. Dark Angels crests, death masks for Blood Angels, bunny ears for World Eaters, bat wings for Night Lords. Yes, that would be really cool. If we can get, because we need to, there needs to be enough avians. So if we can get enough of them, then maybe. Because we've what have you got? You got the death mask, you got the Sanguinary Guard, bunny ears. You got the Dark Angels ones, you got the Night Lords ones, you got the Space Wolf ones. That's only 6. Because Alpha Legion haven't really got anything specific. Emperor's Children haven't got anything specific. So I'm not sure it's worth it. I'm not sure there's enough. Now you have to paint the Phobos Marine shoes as Crocs. What do we think? What do we think for this? What are we excited about for the preview? The preview. There are some slightly adjusted helms. Posting my clearly superior one in Discord. Your clearly superior one? What is your clearly superior one? Oh! Oh, we've got the first tier. Oh wow, Tobes. Tobes, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, Tobes. It's wrong, but it's pretty good. You've got the Beakies in C tier as well. I will have nobody else ever saying that I was shit for putting the Beakies in C tier when Toby's blatantly put them in C tier. The Thunder Warriors are low, dude. Custodes in F. And you really don't like the Reaver helmets, do you? Wow. There's not a lot in F tier there. I'm quite impressed. Quite impressed. I based Thunder Warriors on the normal ones, and I don't like them. See, I based it on the I based the Thunder Warriors on the artwork, on John Blanche artwork. If I was to base it on the helmets that were on the models, I would like, yeah, I don't like them. But I tried to use artwork for all of the helmet representations, and obviously the Thunder Warrior artwork is the classic John Blanche one, so I had to rate it on that. Custodes are mostly there because they aren't Space Marines. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to include those helmets or not. I threw them in just for a little bit of a bonus. Same with the Dreadnoughts, really. Somebody said, oh, you should include Dreadnoughts. I was like, yeah, I can't really think of a reason why not to. So it's just another helmet to rate. Would everyone know, is this a universal global tier system? What do you mean, is this a universal global tier system? You might see E instead of, oh, in terms of the tier, yeah, everybody knows S, A, B, C and D. I just removed the D and changed it to F because I really wanted to make the point that Mark 10 was shit. The people who put like S and S++ and S++++ are just people who can't decide that things are crap. And it's like, oh yeah, let's just make everything S tier. That's not, you can't do that. American English school grading doesn't use S though. No, it doesn't. I think the S tier is a tier list thing. The S tiering is specific for tier listing.
3 minutes.
3 minutes indeed. Well, technically 4 minutes on my watch. But yes, 3 minutes. What are we excited about, Perps? Are we excited about more Custodes? I really do want, because I think some Custodes to go with these guys would be so good. It would be so good. Do you think all the Custodes that we get will be plastic? Do you think they'll all be plastic? Or do you think we will get some resin options? Do you think we'll get new resin? Or do you think all the new stuff that they do for Horus Heresy now is always going to be plastic? You're not excited, so anything will be enjoyable. Avian, I like that. That's good. There was a reveal show a few years ago where everything that they said they were going to reveal, or everything that they hinted that they were going to reveal, I was like, meh, yeah, okay, I'm not fussed about everything that they were talking about, so I went in kind of like the same, kind of like just not interested. Finecast, no, they don't do Finecast anymore, Cookie. Finecast doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, and I actually really enjoyed that preview show. I thought it was really fun. You know what? Custodes full range refresh in plastic. I mean, how cool would it be? Right, now, Purples, I don't think they're going to go, here's a full Custodes range refresh in a preview, because they always hold something back. Remember, whenever they do range refreshes, whenever they do anything like that, they always hold something back. And also, this is Horus Heresy, and they have never dropped a full range in one go. Like, even the Adeptus Mechanicus, or not the Adeptus Mechanicus, what is it in Horus Heresy? Cult Mechanicus. Even the Cult Mechanicus has had, like, here's 2 kits, and then we had a Monday reveal, and then we had another reveal another time. So I think there'll be some, but not everything. Right, I need to make sure that I've got the sound coming through for you guys as well. Not that one. Window capture. No. Hang on 1 second, everybody. I just need to go back to this one to find it. There it is. So it's that one. No, I can't do that, can I? Delete that, because that will echo. That will echo whenever you do anything else. There, what's that? Ah, that's one of those. Okay. There we go. Application. Chrome. Boom. There we go. Got it. Properties. Warhammer Twitch. There we go. So now if I turn this up, you should be able to hear it. Yeah. So if Eddie starts talking, I can turn it off, and then when the videos come on, I can turn it up. Sound fair? And then as soon as they start talking, I can turn it down, and we can hype about it. I have been slagging on Chris too much this stream. I have to show my fondness for the man. Oh, thank you. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. Yes! Right, here we go.
Preemptively, shut the fuck up, Eddie.
Oh, okay, yes, yeah, sorry, yeah, I will shut. How are you doing, Sippy? Still in their uniforms, I see. Yeah, they haven't got, like, cool white jumpers like me. They're not cool enough for me. Thoughts and prayers for Notley. Custodian's army is fairly popular, but you only need 10 models. Is Eddie wearing lipstick? Probably. Yeah, I think 3 kits. I think they'll show 3 kits for Custodes. 3 kits for Custodes? I think they'll show 3. What the hell? Oh, this is... What are you doing in the hobby at the moment? Not judging, just asking. Is tartan a thing in Nottingham? He's in Palm Springs, CA. It's probably chapsticks. Are they in Palm Springs? I think they're in England, aren't they? I don't think they've gone over to Palm Springs. Alarus, Galatus, and Telemon. I think the Alarus. I think the Terminators is a given. I think definitely Terminators. And the Terminate. Hang on, because if they do an army box, it will need Terminators, and then they could include the Custodes, the current ones, and then they would need a big one. So then, yes, probably a Telemon. So I reckon Telemon and Terminators. There we go. 2 kits. Telemon. I'll go 3 kits. Telemon, Terminator, Shield Captain. 3 kits for me for the Custodes. How many kits for... What did we say we were going to get for Age of Sigmar? We were going to get Ogres. How many kits for the Ogres? Because that's going to be a full range refresh, which is a bit more like the Chaos Dwarf. So it might be like 4 or 5 for the Ogres. And then, of course, we get the Pirates for 40k. So the Red Corsairs and the Corsairs. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Come on, come on, come on. What's all this? Dwellington joined. I don't... this is just by the by. Why do people throw a multi-billion-dollar company bits in Twitch chat? Like, come into my chat and throw me bits. Wait, not Alarus. That's the Terminators. They don't need the urgent refresh. Achilles. There we go. Okay, Red Corsairs. Right. Oh, cool skull. What is that? Oh my god, that helmet's amazing. That helmet was amazing. Oh, Eldar Corsairs look fucking gorgeous. Oh my god. Corsair Viper. That helmet. So 2 boxes. 2 army boxes. Dual Corsairs as expected. The tactical is nice. Easy hype train rewards. What's easy hype train rewards? Oh yeah, but it's a multi-billion-dollar company. They don't need like... yeah, wow, right, okay. Oh wow! That skull's awesome. Oh my god, I missed his helmet! Go back, go back, go back, go back! This is the bit I hate now, because now I've got to wait for them to go to the picture that I want to see. Yeah, are we thumbs up or thumbs down on Huron, by the way? They found the emote spam wall. Much hype for the Eldar. The Eldar are lovely. Thumbs up for Huron. They've pressed the wrong button on the turntable, so it only rotates like that, not all the way around. Right. Yeah, we've already seen him. Garion the Corpse Master. He's kind of cool. I do kind of like him. I don't think his face is painted particularly well, but I do kind of like him. He's better than the prior models. I'm a fan. Okay, Tobes likes him. The other helmet is dope, mate. The helmets in this kit, the helmets in this whole unit, look awesome.
Because they, like Chris, do not paint you back.
They really need to dust the turntable as well, don't they? Hey, they need to dust the turntable. They've got dust. They've got dust underneath the logo. Fantastic. Clearly painted by Chris, so they can't show the back. He is better than the prior models. No more slagging unless bits are provided. Yes. Yeah, you can't slag me off unless you pay for it now. You have to be kind to me. You've been slagging me off for an hour on a lovely tier list that I did for you all. He's awesome. He's really cool. I like that a lot. He's really cool. That's really simple armor as well. Look at that. So what? Hang on. What was the? Yeah, skull helmet. This needs to be on the tier list, right? What was the lore that you said about these? The Red Corsairs. The Red Corsairs are any chapter. Is that right? That's really nice. Loads of Mark 7 helmets. Me likey. It's very, very good, isn't it? It's very good. Hasn't got the stupid kind of like the knee brows. That's the one. Garlon Soul Eater. He is phenomenal. That helmet is absolutely brilliant. I wonder how tall these are. They don't look very tall. I wonder whether they are tall. He's on a little bit of a rock as well, so he's even taller. He doesn't look. I'm interested to know. I'm interested to know how these scale up with. Oh my god! Well, he looks totally different in proper lighting than the overexposed one here. That helmet is amazing. That helmet is absolutely. Oh, look at the staff. He's got the fist holding the librarian power staff. Should be more or less firstborn sized. Well, Chaos Space Marines had their true scale up, didn't they? So Chaos Space Marines, being firstborn, are the same size as Primaris, within about like a gorget, within like a collar's height. So I'd imagine they'd still be that kind of height. Has me asking questions about the helmet already answers. Oh, he's so cool. Right, who's this lady? Captain Sargota. Or Sargota. I don't like her little chin strap thing. And they've struggled with the eyes, haven't they, painting that. She's cool. She's cool. She looks like something from Necromunda, to be honest. Because that's a Navy breacher. I'm wondering how much of that kit they've pulled from something else, because the pose looks really familiar, and that's a Navy breacher foot. It's a really cool bionic leg. I love the two skulls up here. Like, everything up here is amazing. Not only is she cool, but the base is absolutely fabulous. I love the kind of floaty... who's the Madame Web? The kind of like the floaty Madame Web. Oh my god. It's a six-eyed dog. They have to put dogs and pets on everything now, don't they? They really do. They really are leaning into the cute little dog thing on everything. What does he say this is?
Reneging on deals, and so the enforcer hunts them down relentlessly. She'll go as far as it takes to do so, and she takes with her plunder, which is the canine-ish, canid-looking creature. That is, if you're wondering, an adolescent Barghisi. The term Barghisi is familiar to you, because in Warhammer 40,000 there's a hyper-violent Barghisi.
A Barghisi and a Clegg. Is that town? No, this is still the Red Corsairs. This is the Red Corsairs, so it's Huron Blackheart's command squad. Still stealing from Judge Dredd. I think he's my least favourite. I don't think I'm going to get any hate for saying that I'm not a big fan of him. He's all right. He's very unique. Oh, he's a Clegg in Judge Dredd. Gotcha. And getting a Votan vibe. Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? I don't dislike the Crocodile. Extra points for the doggo. Nah, you can take the extra points. I'll give you the extra points. I'm not like him and the dog are my least favourite of all of those. And I'm not a massive fan of Huron. I think Huron's okay. He's a adequate representation of Huron, I think, is probably the best way of saying it. Oh my god, what is it? Go away. Wow. Lords of the Maelstrom. Oh wow, so you get Traitor Guard, some Terminators, 10 Chaos Space Marines. Oh wow, wait, no, these are Red Corsairs. Oh wow, I thought they were just, oh wow. Look at that helmet. Look at that helmet. And that one. So that's an evil Incursor helmet. That helmet's amazing. Look how cool that helmet looks, honestly. There's a Beaky helmet. There's another Mark 7 that looks badass. These look really good. I'll tell you what. These are going to be really good in Heresy, aren't they? These are going to be really good That's Mark 3 armor, right? It kind of looks halfway there. I wonder how big these are. I wonder whether we're going to use these in Heresy. I think they're probably a bit too 40k scale and proportions to use them in Heresy, but I don't think they're going to be far off. Do Red Corsairs have rules in 40k? They do now. They do now. Wow. Wow. I was not expecting... I thought the Red Corsairs army box was just going to be, here's the Chaos Space Marines and here's the Terminators, but no, they've got Red Corsair versions. I don't know whether it's an accessory sprue or whether it's a whole new sculpt, but they're really nice. Arguably, they're even, like, if you're going to buy Terminators, you may as well buy the Red Corsair Terminators. They feature in the Night Lords trilogy, if I remember correctly. Terminators with crotch cloth. Do you not like crotch cloth?
Evil and Cursor helmet. You need a better descriptor since it is 40k. Everyone is evil.
That's absolute dog shit.
They didn't even fucking gave us specific Emperor's Children termies. Fuck
That's
CW.
absolute. So this is hitting my rant on accessory sprues. There's absolutely nothing there that you want, and you get the you get the transfer sheet with a set of shoulder pads, so you can't use the transfer sheet, and that was the only explanation that people had on the shoulder pads. The 3D shoulder pads were for people who can't use transfers. But you get the transfers in there as well. Yeah, okay. These are really nice. I like those as well. That is phenomenal. That's really good. That is really good. Bane masks. I kind of like the smirk. Nah, I'm not a big fan of the smirk. That is everything that I said in this tier list. Look at the little upturn as well on the mask. Oh, there's a mold line. That's epic. They really like showing him off, don't they? Yeah, he's very, 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 very good. Is he better than Huron? What makes him really good? The pose is really good. The pose is really weighty. Love the helmet. I love how it's tucked underneath the height of the shoulder pads. The mace is brilliant. I don't know what he's holding. What is he holding? Looks like he's holding a plaque or something. Top knot is badass. The backpack is awesome. There's nothing on that. I mean, you have to remove the Red Corsair logo, chapter symbol. How do I turn that into a Night Lord? Wow. Yeah, they are really nice. Better than Huron for you. Are these even newer Traitor Guard? They look like it. I'm hesitant to say... Oh my god. I'm hesitant to say they're new sculpts, because Games Workshop have a tendency of putting accessory sprues in things, but they did look like new sculpts. I mean, they're just gorgeous, aren't they? So this is they're the Void Scars. So they're the Corsairs we've already got, because I recognise him. So they're the Corsairs we've already got. And then we got the Sky Reavers. Oh, look at his little hook.
Oh, they're better. Why were they better? Those ones look better. I was just about... Oh, there's a Drukhari helmet on that one. I was just about to say on the other ones... There's a Drukhari helmet on that one as well. I was just about to say on the other ones, I wasn't sold on them. They looked a little bit kind of flat. That looks really nice. Really simple paint job, isn't it? It's like red with one highlight. 20 years to get new Hawks and they make 2 in 3 years. This isn't Kill Team, this is 40k. They'll probably end up with some Kill Team rules. Yeah, they're the Void Weavers. That's nice. Is that new? Is that... I don't know whether the Void Reavers had a Neely Downy one. The Hawks were more recent than that. I think you'll be surprised. I think they were still like 18 months ago, the Hawks. Yeah, I really like the Sickle as well. I thought the Sickle hook was really cool. I like him. Oh, his eyes are rolling back. He's like, oh. That's nice. Yeah, these are really cool. They're very... There's got a lot... There's a lot going on about them. There's a lot going on about... That's fab. That's really nice. That is very nice. Karseth. That's a really nice throwback. It's a really nice throwback to the Farseers of old. Yeah, the OG Eldar Farseer helm. That's really nice. Really nice throwback. I like that a lot. He's really cool. So we will do an Eldar helmet tier list at some point. Got all the layer lines, 3D print layer lines in the thing. God, they've really got to sort out the exposure. Look at the difference in the colour. I'm a Farseer. I looked far and saw it's cool to be a pirate. Not sure we specifically need Corsairs though, just build them out of the existing factions and update those. I think it's nice that we've got some specific Corsair units. I mean, what else still needs updating? Does anything still need updating? I don't think anything still needs updating, do we? So I don't mind it that much. I don't mind it that much, really. He's really nice. I love his hand. Look how thin his hand is. Fantastic. I do find it interesting that they've all got, when they do have a helmet, they have Drukhari helmets. I do find that very interesting. That's rather nice. The Eldar Bionic Eye. Yeah, I like them. I like them. I absolutely love his helmet. Obviously, they would refresh Uriel. I like him. I love the shield. I think the shield looks great. It's really nice to see back banners still in there. Yeah. Gonna send Corsairs to the Shadow Realm. They're very, very cool. On the other hand, I can't stand those back banners. I'm all right with the back banners. The one thing I don't like about the back banners is I don't like the 3D sculpting on them. Let me use a transfer. I don't mind the back banners themselves. Just let me use a transfer. Well, that's interesting. We've got a Viper on a oval base. Oh my god, how cool does that look? Wait, is that firing backwards? Has that got a... Oh wow, it's got a turret. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's really cool. I like that a lot. Starfang. It's glued on a little bit lopsided, look. Yeah, I like that. Because they zoom. Nice and compact. Major snow spender vibes. A new Viper! Holy shit, that's gorgeous. Oh my god, that's really clever. Oh! Yes. Yes, 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 yes. 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 Yes! This is really good. A double kit. Now, Avian, I don't think that's a double kit. I don't think that's a double kit. I think they will sell the Viper and then they will sell the Corsair Starfang or whatever it was called. I don't think... Turrets that can't turn. Did it not turn? Did they just say that it didn't turn? Are they... Oh, they are the same kit. I still think there'll be different boxes. I don't think you'll be able to buy one box and build both.
Pick the right way. The turret has some play, so you can maneuver a little. This is an heavy metal heavy one, and I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm not going to fiddle with it too enthusiastically.
Oh, so you can turn it. You can turn the turret a little bit. Look at that. Fuck. They're fab. They're fab. Why a tail gunner with no forward guns? Because it's fast, Hannah. And if it's fast, it's always in front. It'll be one box. The turrets are the same. I'm happy to be proven wrong. I think it'll be two boxes. Because I don't think you can sell. I don't think you would sell. Are the turrets the same? They're kind of the same. Right, it looks like there's something else coming. Oh, that's just the next Maelstrom books. Okay. Yeah, same body. It'll just be an either or kit. I get the either or kit, I understand that, but it's weird that they would merge and put a box that you can buy either a Corsair, Eldar Corsair tank or an Eldar tank. Unless they're kind of throwing them in the same factions, then maybe, but they will sell more this way. I mean, if they're the same faction, then I kind of understand. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they'll probably want to save money, so they'll probably do them both, right? To reduce the SKU, yeah. I mean, that's a good point. They'll probably, to save money, they'll probably just package them in one. But like in my head, it makes sense to have them as two separate boxes. Like if you want to go and if you want a Corsair army, you go and buy the Corsair Shadowfang or whatever it was called, and then if you want the Eldar army, you go and buy the Viper. But yeah, maybe they'll kind of merge them into the same thing in 11th edition, and the Corsairs will just be maybe they'll just be think of them like an aspect. A warrior aspect or something. But regardless, both of those, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Love those. Absolutely love those. They're fantastic. Really, really, really nice. Really nice. I really like that. That was fab. Okay, so Maelstrom, we get Lair of the Tyrant, Raid and Ruin, Crucible of Champions, and Lair of the Tyrant detachments. Prince Uriel versus Huron Blackheart with a badass Executioner. He's really cool. And then the Void Guard. There we go. Maelstrom Battalion Drakari. That is nothing new in there. We get more Hellions, which is excellent. More Venoms, which is excellent. More Witches, which is excellent. More Reavers, which is excellent. And a Succubus, which is also excellent. It's interesting how that's a Drakari battalion rather than a Witch battalion. So this is the second campaign book. Yeah, it's the second one. And I think we're going to have 4. I think we'll have 4. The axe is mint. The axe is simple, but also very mint. Some space dwarf thing for purples, who for some reason love space dwarfs. We will do at some point. We will do a Leagues of Votann helmet tier list. We will do a Leagues of Votann helmet tier list at some point. Okay, may need to pick up the Drakari battalion since I need a bunch of those pieces. Nice one, Shirato. I am getting old. I remember how horrible the writing was for the Gathering Storm. I don't feel the need to get those books. Me like it too bad. It will cost an arm and a leg. The battalions aren't that bad, are they? They're still a saving on the basic kits, aren't they? A little bit, like not much, but they are a little bit. Oh, they're just answering questions. They're pushing witches in every box now. Are they clearing stock? I don't think they're clearing stock. It's just that nobody's using them because they can't write good witch rules. It's like the Christmas box sets, isn't it? Still super expensive now. Maybe once the edition flips, maybe I can snag some used books on the cheap. Yeah, I have a weird kind of FOMO on the books. Like, I really like having the books. I don't think I'm at all interested in getting this lot of books, which is weird. Like, this lot, I don't seem as interested in. Like, the Arcs of Omen I got, and all the Pariah Nexus stuff, I got all of those. And then these ones just not. Everyone is using Witches now. Spectacle of Spite is a tournament list, and they run 3 to 4 units of them. That's good, because now you can get them in a detachment. We do have one really good detachment for Witches now in the Codex, can easily run 30. I didn't get the first book, and I will probably get none of this campaign. Yeah, like I don't want to spend loads of money on a book which is pamphlets, based around Ultramarines as well. Like, I'm not interested in that. It's bloody it's 4 pamphlets. So as much as I really like the kind of like the end narrative stuff, and I've got all the Gathering Storm books. Or all but one. I think I've got 2 of them. There were 3 Gathering Storm books. I've got 2 of them anyway. I really like the Arcs of Omen, and I kind of like the Pariah Nexus ones. There were just a little bit too many of those. The Arcs of Omen ones were good. And also the Arcs of Omen ones had boarding actions in there as well, which was great. It's just that their utility is so limited unless you can convert the system into the next rule set. Oh, it's death! Is it actually OCR Bone Reapers? It's not OCR Bone Reapers. They're ugly as shit. They're ugly as shit. They're cool. They're cool. So they're just ripping off Tomb Kings. I'm disappointed in that because I'm going to see those chariots all over Old World Tomb Kings now, and I don't want to because they'd look rubbish. He's alright. He's okay.
The armies of the Bone Tide received some much desired reinforcements with this huge glut of models for the Ossiarch Bone Reapers. Eddie, let's talk about what we saw, I guess.
Yeah, so this is a fairly large drop of new miniatures for the Ossiarch.
No, I can't find it.
A lot of these units fill a really nice niche in the army that players have been looking forward to for a long time.
Shut up, Eddie. Right. Okay. So let's go back to Warhammer Community and see if they've got any pictures up. Yes, they have. Excellent. Right. Let's have a look at Where's that one with the cool helmet? There he is. Where's the other one? Oh, the other one was that guy. Hang on, where is he? Oh, look at him. Look at him. He's cool as well. Sorry, I know. Yeah, sorry. I should be watching this just in case anybody is interested in OC Bone Reapers. Is anybody interested in OC Bone Reapers? I think these are terrible. They look squat. They look like dead dwarfs. Like bones should be thin and spindly. I know they're OC Bone Reapers, so they've been constructed out of like bone parts rather than actual bone bits. Oh, I'm really sad that we're going to get like loads of OC Bone Reaper chariots in Tomb King's armies now, because they're not. They don't look like Tomb Kings. I have the tab open. I can click over if you're not interested in something else. I know, but I want to put this up on YouTube afterwards, so I want to put it up on YouTube after.
Ossiarch boner kills.
Yeah, a little bit. We've got these are nice. I like these. He's awesome. They're really nice. I reckon if I could do a head swap on these, what could I use these for? I reckon I could use these for elves, you know. I reckon if I put elf heads on those, that would work. I reckon just an elf head on those. Like an elf head on that, an elf head on that, and an elf head on that. Definitely an elf head on... I reckon elf heads on those. They're really nice. I like them. They're really cool. They're very, very good. Yeah, I like those. Like those. They're bones that have been properly deformed, so won't resemble what they started as. Yeah, they've been like magically like powered up or something, haven't they? They're not just like a fib. They're not just like a tibula. They're not just like a leg bone or an arm bone or anything. They've been constructed out of. They've been constructed out of bone, but they aren't bones themselves. Which is why they look all chunky and fat. Regular skeletons are so cool. Yeah, but they couldn't do regular skeletons because they can't copyright regular skeletons, so they have to do an AOS version of a regular skeleton. And this is the AOS version of a regular skeleton. Just not appealing. Yeah, when the OCR reveal stream that came out years ago, I was so excited about it because it looked like they were doing like terracotta warriors and stuff. And they just didn't land. Yeah, they kind of look like an exoskeleton. I'm not a fan. Are you, Tobes? Do you like them? I'm just sad. They're really nice. I love the assassins. Again, which might be because of like my influences from when I was a kid, as we found out this week. Yeah, I'm just not a fan. And I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed that we're going to start seeing those in Tomb King armies now. Because that's not a Tomb King chariot. And somebody's going to buy that and stick a Tomb King on it and have it as a Tomb King chariot. And it's not Egyptian. It doesn't look Egyptian. They can't do regular Skelebores for OCR Ropers because Vamps already have regular Skelebores. Exactly. Yeah, this is like the AOS. This is an AOS skeleton army. I think they're okay. I painted the Underworld Warband for them and enjoyed it. Well, the Underworld Warband has that really cool dude with the massive axe, doesn't it? You like the chariots? Well, I'm glad somebody likes the chariots. I mean, somebody has to like the chariots. Out of the entire world's population, somebody is going to be like, oh yeah, that chariot's okay. Unfortunately, we have that person in chat, which is fine, Purples. It's okay. I like how they've got the turntable so it doesn't quite turn enough for you to see the chariot. Nice for a Bone Reaper's chariot. Oh yeah, I'll take that, Sippy. I'll take that. For a Bone Reaper's chariot, it's not bad. I wonder what Rob thinks of that. Mr. Honest Wargamer Rob. It's still got a horse's tail, which is fine because they do the weird...
Fuck you, Christopher. Then refuck you. Then throw yourself in an active volcano to get fucked some more.
The tail is alright on this one because they're constructed out of bones rather than a reanimated horse. Oh wow, oh my god, they're reusing 4 of these. That's a rubbish box set. That's like a battalion, isn't it? So you get the old spearmen, 20 of the old spearmen, 4 of the really, really, really old ones, Arkan, and the really cool dude on the walking chair. What are they, Chris? I can't remember what they're called. The Mortark something or others. I'm with purples. Not wrong with it. Oh my god, we've got 2 people in chat who like it. Hey, teeny tiny. They go around harvesting bones from Nagash and make new OCR Bone Reapers using magic to reshape bones like clay. There we go. That's the perfect explanation of what they are. Oh, what's this one? Heralds of the Bone Tithe. Regiment of the... Oh! I mean, that's just a boring Regiment of the Renown, though, isn't it? That's a boring Regiment of Renown. They have really cool Regiments of Renown, right? The Regiments of Renown are things like that Stormcast lady. And that's a really cool one. That's just some of the other models from the OCR Bone Reapers range. Am I wrong? That's just dull. So now if you have those models in your collection, you can just use them. You can use them as a Regiment of the Renown. No. I'm kind of flat about the Age of Sigmar stuff. They have Archons, so pretty close to Tomb Kings. Wash your mouth out, Toby. Bone Tithe was my nickname in college. Sexy Science Hannah. That does not surprise me. Archon the Black is now Bone Reapers. Yes, he's always been Bone Reapers. When Bone Reapers came out, he was put in with the Bone Reapers. Nagash has a bone army, a blood army, a flesh army, and a spirit army. That's very true. Yes, I like the way you're thinking of that. Right, next video, please. Next video. Can we have a next video, please? Can we do a next video? Purples! Purples, you know what might be next? We might get Horus Heresy next, or we might get Blood Bowl. What are we going to get next? What are we going to get next? Come on, come on, come on. With a nickname like that, no surprise they didn't want you. How dare you, Purples. How popped is my collar right now? I mean that guy's kind of all right. They're just the proportions. I just find the proportions all wrong with them. Like the archers were terrible. The archers were just like a mass of bone. Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. No. Maybe I'm too skeleton orientated. Like there's no bones on there that I can recognise as a bone. I'm just not a fan. Oh, come on. Does that mean they've cut back? Does that mean we're going to get something else? Oh no, Disciples of Tzeentch. Same for mine. We are a crazy bunch. I don't know. Would have been popular. I don't know. Would have been popular at my uni. What, the Bone Tithe nickname? First we find out Hannah isn't a real scientist. Next we'll discover she's a virgin. Sorry, Hannah. I didn't mean to laugh. HNN breaking news. Sexy Science Hannah is a virgin. Yes or no? I quite like that. That's quite nice. That's really simple, really kind of dialed back, fabulous slender silhouette.
That's very nice. That's very nice. It's a shame it's Tzeentch. Hannah is secretly a demure Mennonite spinster. Tzeentch Power Ranger, I actually like it. I really like that. I really like that. I think that's really, really cool. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They're cool. They're cool. Yeah, I could get into them. We need some more Tzeentch stuff, don't we? Because the Tzeentch, the AOS Tzeentch is just horrors, isn't it, really? A Tzeentch mini that isn't too busy is a New Year miracle. I really like that mini. I really like that Tzeentch one.
HNN breaking news. Hannah will now be known as the Hannah of Sexy Bone Tied Science Rough.
that's a mouthful. Yeah, they're not. I'm guessing they're the Tzeentch fortification thing that you take. Are you done? I don't know, Olivia. Are you done? God, they're really nice and tall. I really like those. I really like those. This reminds me of Hellraiser. That reminds me of Hellraiser.
Am I done? Maybe. Tongue.
With the kind of the pillar ripping apart, with the skin and the tendons on the inside kind of tearing. So that reminds me of Hellraiser, which is cool. And that little dude is very, very nice. I wonder if they'll have better rules than Necronopolis. Meeting in 15 minutes. Well, they better hurry up then, Purples, hadn't they? It's going to be next, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. It's going to be Blood Bowl next. It's going to be Blood Bowl next, Purples. Stop opening the box. That's one thing. I really want to find a puzzle box. I really want to find a really good puzzle box. I've been looking for one for years. A really nice puzzle box replica. Oh, cow elves. No. No. I don't think so anyway. Maybe with a helmet. Is there a helmet option? Without the cow bit? You absolutely adore. Hannah, Purples, do you like that? Do you really like that model? As I said, Blood Bowl next and ending with Heresy.
Moo. Moo 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 moo.
Venari Lord Regent. That's a better helmet at least. I think that kind of works. It's Hannah I adore. I mean, everybody adores Sexy Science Hannah. I'll have you know I'm a perfect angel. Worse High Elves. I don't like the banners. I mean, I'll tell you what, Whiskey. You know when you don't like banners? I mean, once he's turned that one round, it's dead easy to just take a pair of snippers and go snip, snip, snip. There you go, look. Snip, 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 and just remove him. Technically Lucifer is an angel. He kind of fell, but he's still an angel. He is an angel. Are we saying that Sexy Science Hannah is a Lady Lucifer? Okay, that option is nice. Yes, I like the second option. I like the helmeted. I do like the helmeted build option with the shield. I think that does look good. That looks cool. Would do for my Lumineth. Right, Blood Bowl. It's going to be Blood Bowl next, isn't it? And Purples is going to be stuck in a meeting when the Custodians come out. Come on now. Come on now. Let's get cracking.
They're going long again. It is. We've been on for 50 minutes and they've only done two reveals. You'll have to watch the VOD. I mean, I'll cut it up and put it on YouTube. Here we go. Here we go. Come on.
Look, that was all a bit of fun. Thank you for the question.
Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Let's get cracking. It's going to be Blood Bowl next, isn't it? Because they want to finish with Heresy. Yeah. This is just going to be 2 models. This will be nice and quick, purples.
These are the Calidor Dragons. I've got some things to say. This is a classic Blood Bowl.
Oh, it's not even like a reveal trailer. I don't like the... I have no idea what's going on here. What the fuck is that? What the hell is going on with that kneecap? Yeah, they're quite nice. They're quite cool. I definitely wouldn't paint them with skin. Definitely paint them with trousers. If you are getting these, everybody, if you're getting these, paint them with trousers. Don't paint them with skin. It doesn't work. And then they're going to show the one with the yeah, I mean he's quite cool. I quite like that. They're going to show the one with the terrible leg in a minute. You know what I've been doing recently? I've been not painting the base rims. Why did Games Workshop struggle so much with proportions? Why do they struggle so much with proportions? What's happened to his leg? Why is his leg 6 inches long? And then is like 10 inches long here. His knee's there and his hip is like here. Wrestler build. That's okay. That's pretty cool. Again, just paint them as trousers. Just paint them with trousers on. Don't paint the skin there. That it draws the eye too much basically. So you want that black. You want that black because you've got the really nice silver armor here. So just paint these as skin. Paint them as if he's got like trousers on. He doesn't need his kneecaps. Don't show the kneecaps. Very, very knobbly knees. Elves should be in shorty shorts. I'll tell you what, elves should be taller and more slender than they seem to want to sculpt them. Look how short and stocky these ones look. I mean, what? They're on fucking stilts. They are so bad. Compared to that one that we just saw with the lion head on, and we were like, why are his legs so short? And then you have those. What is that? What? What? I. Oh. New Blood Bowl sculpts have those. They do have extreme cartoon proportions, but what was that? I implore you, if you grab those kits, if you grab these Blood Bowl kits, please paint them in trousers. Please paint them in trousers. They do not work with bare legs. It's far too distracting.
Navy blue,
But hey, we get some high elves from Blood Bowl, which is always good. How are you doing up to no good? Are you actually up to no good? They look like school kids. I don't know. Yeah, they did, didn't they? They had leg extension surgeries. They were in the original version of Gattaca. Yeah, they were in the original version of Gattaca. All of them, all the line elves in the high elf box were in the original version of Gattaca. If you've seen Gattaca, you'll get the reference. Yeah, just paint them wearing black leggings. 100% just paint them wearing black leggings. Here we go. Purples, purples. Oh my god. Oh, bollocks. It's Warhammer Plus. Oh, I thought it was going to be Custodes. If you were giving a speech in a ship to some Sisters of Battle, you would lift your helmet up. Just saying. It looks like an orc. That's an orc.
44 months.
Aw, cheers up to no good. I hear you got some shit takes. What, for my tier list? My helmet tier list was perfection, Hendy. You can do your own. I've made a link. I'm going to post it. Oh, is this not even a new video? Warhammer Plus has been a bit of a... It's been a bit disappointing, hasn't it? I like the way that they didn't want to animate a facial expression giving the monologue, so they just put a helmet on it. Oh, the High Elves. Mate, the High Elves were really poor. Those Line Elves were shocking, dude. They were on stilts. Olivia, feel free to do your thing, Olivia. We had a preview, but this version is new, I think. Okay. Yeah, the High Elves were like... What? Yeah, just paint. If you paint them with black leggings, then they'll be fine. But they looked poor.
Shut the fucking fuck up, Eddie. Fuck.
If Warhammer Plus didn't also give me the 40k app, I might drop it. I was really lucky that I got all my army lists in the 40k app before they removed it. No, I don't want them to have thighs. I don't. No. I just want them to have proportions that are accurate and not on stilts. Like if you compare the Line Elves to the is it the Catcher with the lion head on it? Like the Catcher with the lion head has dwarven legs, and then the Line Elves have legs that have got that were in Gattaca. Anyway, they're fine. They're new High Elves. Everybody's going to hate me for saying that they're really poor. So whatever. I thought they were terrible. Well, what is all this? Can people please stop throwing money at Games Workshop on a Twitch stream? Oh my god! Holy shit, plastic Venatari! They've done it! Oh, they've done the whole range, purples. Not Terminators, though. Wow! Terminators are coming. Terminators are coming. Terminators are coming. Terminators be a separate box. Terminators will be a separate box. I can't believe they've done the Venatari. So it's a Contemptor. Wow. Oh, can people stop doing this fucking stupid horse? They make billions of pounds a year. Stop throwing them a pound in Twitch chat. Custodian Guard. They're amazing. See, those helmets almost work. Look, wow. Hang on. Are those new? Are they replacements? Are these custodian? Hang on. Are these Custodian Guard? They're Wardens. Custodian Guard. They're new oh my word. So this is new. Oh, they're really nice. They stand up, yeah, they're not squat. Those heads are fantastic.
Hell to the fuck to the yes.
Look at that. Female custodian! Wow. She looks amazing. How cool are those? Wow. What? Get wrecked. Wow. Look how chunky that is. Sentinel Guard Sodality. Wow. Oh, well, this just means that in like a couple of weeks' time, on a Monday, they're just going to drop Terminators, aren't they? Oh, look at those. Tell you what, those in my colour scheme are going to look phenomenal. They're going to look really good. Woman Custodies, what's next? Misters of Battle. Shield Captain. She's going to be a female in mine. Female Shield Captain, 100%. Wow. Oh, she is actually she's got a female head. That's brilliant. Honestly, wow. And I tell you what, there's a lot on there that you don't have to paint gold as well. So you can do, you know how when we painted up my colour scheme, and we were trying to pick bits to go black, to kind of break up all the gold. Oh. Wow. She looks like the woman Perrault of mankind. Oh, the woman Perrault. Look at that. I really like the top knot. I might cut that top knot off and put it on a bare head though. I might, because that top knot's fabulous. That top knot's really cool. I might cut the top knot off and put it on a bare head. Because that female head that didn't have the ponytail, you could stick that top knot. Oh, look at that. So this one is going to build both, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's absolutely awesome perfection, isn't it? That's absolutely awesome perfection. So is there a reason why they specifically run them under Horus Heresy and not 40k? Just curious. I think they've... Because the kits are still boxed as Horus Heresy, aren't they? I think they were released in Horus Heresy, and then in 7th edition they rolled out a rule set to use them in 40k back when the studio and Forge World still liked each other. Oh. So I think it's still living off the back of, oh, let's put them in 40k. So I think they've always been a Horus Heresy thing. Please correct me, because I wasn't in the hobby in 7th edition until the very, very, very end of 7th edition. But as far as I know, they've always been in Horus Heresy, and then they made the decision to release them into 40k. And because a lot of the kits kind of like, because a lot of the kits are kind of the same, apart from like the jetpacks and stuff which are released in 40k, then they just kind of released everything out. Yeah, you and me both, Purples. I'm kind of glad that I've got my colour scheme nailed down, because I think my colour scheme on these is going to look amazing. That kind of gold and black with the patina. Oh my god, I wish people would stop throwing bloody emojis all over the bloody screen. That's really nice as well. That's really cool. Can I close it down? Because I mean, I can't, can I? No. Caladius Annihilator Grav Tank. Wow. Wow. Yeah, basically you're paying Games Workshop to show you things. Stop it. I don't know whether it looks a bit shorter. I think it looks a bit shorter. I don't know whether that's a good thing. I think I quite like the length of the old one. Is it a transport? No. No, this is a hover tank. It's a gun tank. The transport was the Palace. I think it was the Palace that was the transport. But then you also have the Land Raider as well. I don't know whether. Oh, actually, can Custodians have Land Raiders in Heresy? I can't listen, but I can type. Tonk tonk tonk. Is it a new gun? No, it's not a new gun. The Caladius always had that accelerator cannon thing. I like the streamlined modern feel of it. I know, they're really good. God, they're showing a lot of pictures of it. It's definitely shorter. I'm sure it looks more like the Palace. It's definitely shorter. Oh wow, yeah, that's the transport one, the Coronas Grav Carrier. Oh my god, I was not expecting all of this. It might be the angle. Hey Cryo, how you doing? It's women in my faction. I've been painting female custodians all week in preparation for possibly this. Is it a dual kit? I'm so surprised they did Venatari. I'm so surprised they did Venatari, because the Venatari still hold up. I don't know whether it's a dual kit. They are gorgeous. They're gorgeous. I mean, to be fair, the Venatari were gorgeous anyway. I find it very interesting that they've actually done the Venatari. And because they've done the Venatari, they've 100% done the Terminators as well. They've already done the Terminators. We will have a Custodes Terminator reveal in a few weeks' time on like a Monday on Warhammer Community or something, I'm sure. They're very, very cool. And I like the heads. Blood Game Boys go. They're even more gorgeous. They are. Look at them. I love how slender all the weapons are. Like this is one of the things that they do really well in Horus Heresy. Okay, the scale of everything in Horus Heresy. There's not as much cartooniness in Heresy. Liber Custodes. Look at that. There's not as much cartoony stuff in Heresy in terms of the scale of weapon handle grips and things. So those spears were really slender and thin. Look brilliant. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to get my hands on the Custodes. Put female heads in all the kits now. Yeah. So they know how to give golden jump pack model wings. Oh my god, yes. Wow. Oh, they're going to do a size comparison. Here we go. We're going to get a size comparison here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's much better, isn't it? That's much better. I'm stunned. Compare it to a Primaris. I will do that, Purples. If they send me any, they're not going to do that on stream because this is Horus Heresy. They're not going to link. They're not going to merge universes. But I'll do it on a reveal kit video if I get the chance. I'm really impressed. I did not expect that many. I honestly didn't expect them to do that many. That's really nice. So they're different kits, look. Different kits. You can see there. This one's massive and this one's tiny. So different kits. That's an easy answer for that one anyway. Look at those dreads. Oh. I'm doing spear one first, by the way. I love the spear one. Head to their belly button. Imagine, Avian. Imagine trying to explain to somebody that a normal human barely gets to the waist of a badass, amazing female custodian. 10-foot tall female custody lady. Guys, spoilers. They're really nice. They're very, very nice. I did not expect them to redo the Custodian Guard, but now I've seen. I understand why they have. Now they've done that. That's incredible. Death by Snoo Snoo. It's even better than what I expected. I'm so hyped and happy. Oh my god, and then they just drop a glaive. Holy shit. Mega Volkite? Yes, please. Oh. I fucking love Horus Heresy. I love Horus Heresy. That's insane. It's rapidly becoming my favourite sci-fi game, you know. Heresy over 40k. I might abandon 40k and go into Heresy now. I think 40k for me now is like a little bit of a narrative itch. Like I'm just going to kind of scratch the narrative itch in 40k and just do Heresy stuff. Oh my god, look how cool the Whirlwind is! There's something about the proportions that they do in Heresy which just works. It's just pulled back from the 40k cartoony proportions on everything. Like if that was in 40k, it would be, I mean, it is massive on that one, but for some reason it just works because it's just kind of neat and fine enough. In 40k, that would be huge and overblown and chunky. There's just something about Heresy which is just like neat and tidy. It's not like delicate, but like fine. There's no Xenos and nothing you can do narratively. In 40k, you can do whatever your imagination allows. Well, that's the thing, Whiskey. Okay, so you can do whatever your imagination allows in 40k, but the rules restrict it. The rules restrict it. So I have to scratch my narrative itch in 40k, dispatched and dislinked, unlinked, or whatever that word is that I'm trying to get out, from the rules, because the rules don't let you do it. Whereas Heresy supports, this is what I've been trying to explain for months and months and months, Heresy supports the little bit of narrative flavour that you want to add into things with the rules, whereas 40k doesn't. 40k just completely neuters any kind of narrative that you want to put in. So you have to access the narrative in 40k yourself. I've got to do a much better version of explaining that. Did Chris miss the only Smurf in the preview? Did I? Was there a dead Smurf? Did I miss a dead Smurf? That's the dead Smurf under the giant Tonk. On the book. Oh, was it on the cover? Okay, yeah, I did miss the cover. I did miss the cover. I'm quite impressed that I've gone this long without having any dinner. I had lunch 9 hours ago and I'm not hungry yet. I think the Custodes hype has got me through it. So yeah, Heresy, I'm dead excited for Heresy stuff. Heresy just seems to have so much flavour in it. It's really weird. It's really weird. I'll have to try and do a video about it. I'll have to kind of scribble down, like, that might have to be the video where I write a script, because I've got to try and word it. That's less cool than the Caladius, but it is good. Look at the size of it compared to the Fellblade. I've just noticed. It's huge. It's the size of a Spartan, isn't it? I'll have to pick up Rob's video on the Heresy section. What about my video on the Heresy section? Oh, wait, what? No way they're doing Perturabo. Have they just dropped a Perturabo? Did they just sneak Perturabo? After the absolutely shocking AI that's been out. If anybody...
Sneaky Peter Turbo.
Sneaky Peter Turbo. If anybody hasn't seen the really bad Peter Turbo AI, then yeah, go search for it. Did you see the image of Peter Turbo that leaked? Do you mean the AI, the really bad AI of Peter Turbo that was in the bin? The box in the trash. Yeah, it's terrible AI. If anybody fell for that, by the way, have a good look at yourself. That was really poor. Yeah, I've seen it. It's so bad. That was okay. So we are getting Peter Turbo. That's awesome. Right? Did they link that? Did they link that with Show Me Big Peter once? It's AI. I'm not gonna. I'll stick it in Discord. I'm not putting it on YouTube. Maybe I can put it on. I don't know. What should I put it on? Should I put it on YouTube? Should I show AI shit on YouTube?
Also, it will be Peter Turbo 40k, not 30k as he didn't ascend in the heresy, I guess.
There you go. Have the really bad Peter Turbo AI. Oh, me and the actual one. Thanks for watching. Wow. Yeah, that's the shitty AI one. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I need to do an outro for each of these now. Oh, there we go. Wait, what? The Eye of Terror. That had better be huge because it looks tiny. That had also better be huge because that looks tiny. Wait, what? Is this actually Peter Turbo or is this just... Is this just Iron Warrior bits? So we got two things on his shoulders. A hammer. A shoulder pad. A claw. And another claw. And a foot. It won't just be Pete if they do him. It'll be a whole Iron Warrior range. Yes, they will. It will. I'm just wondering how much of that is actually Pete. If it is actually Pete. Although, what did they say? What miniatures do these bits belong to? So is it Peter Turbo? Or is it just a Demon Smith? Warp Smith? Accessory sprue stuff. I mean, that's some demon engine, isn't it? And that looks like a oh, what's the combat version of the obliterators called? Mutilators? That looks like mutilators. And that looks like obliterator foot. So obliterator foot, mutilators. Is that the demon engine? That looks like a demon engine. That's a demon engine. That's just regular Iron Warriors. That's a Iron Warrior Lord. And then two Warp Smiths. So maybe it's not Peter. The Contemptor is a dual kit. Yeah, we know. They showed that. The Achilles and the Galatus. If it is him, he's kind of like Gulliman. I don't know whether that is Peter Turbo. I mean, it would be... I can't... They do like releasing fucking Demon Primarch, so maybe...
Now do the Telemann cowards.
I will. I'm just doing an outro for each of the videos. I don't know whether... That's small. That's a demon engine. That's badass as shit. And I mean, it could. I don't know. I want to say that I couldn't imagine them doing Iron Warriors without Peter Turbo coming back, but it's all these bits just. I mean, that's a really wobbly highlight as well. All these bits just don't. Right. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Is this Peter Turbo? Is it just obliterators, mutilators, and demon engine stuff? Yeah. There we go. Iron Warriors coming next. Thanks very much, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Right, so that's that one. Right, what should we look at next? I mean, we've got to do Custodes, right? We have to do Custodes, right? Yeah, third supplement. The Emperor's Protectors. The Legio Custodes Battle Group. Oh my god. So you get a Caladius. Are these all Custodian Guard, or are some of these the... Oh no, because they're dual build kits, aren't they? So some of them are the Custodian Guard, and then these ones are the... What did they call the other ones? Custodian Guard and the... There we are, Custodian Sentinels. Oh my god, they're so... I tell you what, I really like the knee pads and the lower leg armour. There's a lot here that you can do to break up the gold as well. There's loads that... I love the top knots. How cool are the top knots, guys? How cool are the top knots? I'm definitely cutting those top knots off and sticking them on the bear heads. Oh my god! Oh my god, I didn't see that one. There's a bear head with a massive mohawk. Yeah, I'm cutting some of those top knots off and sticking them on the bear heads. That's fab. Where's the... So that's the Custodian Guard, and then these ones. I didn't see the Mohawks. How cool are the Mohawks? Yeah, dual build. Yeah, you can build either from this kit. The Guardian Spear Blades have a neat little curve now. Oh, they do. Look at that. That's very cool. These heads are... Those heads are very nice. You see what I mean about the proportions, though? With, like, Horus Heresy. Like, the proportions of everything. Like, look how slender and thin that that spear blade, spear handle is. The shaft. It's not 40k chunky. I mean, it's still cartoony large. There's still, like, large heads, large hands, large weapons and stuff. But... it's not 40k silly. That, I absolutely love that head with a mohawk on it. It's absolutely brilliant. And look how much less chunky the sword bolters are. Oh, look at these. Hot take, I'm not a big fan of that head. Wow. At least they're not squatty anymore. Caladius is fantastic. I think this is a transfer. I don't think that's freehand. I think that's a transfer. So that should be on the Custodes transfer sheet. Same with that. I think that's a transfer. Oh my word. It's a nice, look at that. There's a nice, there's a new flight stand on the Caladius as well, look. That's really, really nice. That's very, very nice. Now, the current Caladius has different weapon loadouts. Does it say anything about the weapon loadouts?
The weapons and war gear are the finest in the Imperium. We need a space there, please. Thank you very much. You need to put a space after that. The Caladius Annihilator Graph tank ranks among the most dangerous. The Acarus Blaze Carronade. Think main battle tank only better. Yeah, so it only oh right, so it only comes with the blaze cannon. Okay, and then you can swap the pintles. Look at that. So which way are we building? Which way are we building your dreadnoughts, guys? Are you building yours with a spear, or are you going? Are you going with the sword and shield? A couple of months, a quarter. How long until pre-order? Honestly, I reckon February. That will be broken. The flight stand. That flight stand's not going to get broken. It's not. That's not going to get broken. That's a triangle. It's not a stick. That's a triangle. Yeah. I look how nice that spear is. So I build spear. I'm going to go spear because I think that looks amazing. I do like the sword and shield, but the spear just looks phenomenal. Spear dread for you. Shit, I'm not even done with my Telemon. The Telemon's going to come, isn't it? That like on Warcom over the next few weeks, they're going to drop Terminator's Telemon. That's just what's going to happen. They're going to drop Terminator's Telemon on Warcom in an article over the next couple of weeks. The next few weeks. Yeah, Spear Dread for me as well. Spear Dread is just... I love the Spear Dread. Spear Dreadnought just looks amazing. And then the Shield Captain. They have done the Shield Captain. Now, I don't like her head. Where's her head? Oh, I think it's just badly painted. She's got a laurel as well. I really want to put one of the... one of those on the top. Wow. I wonder what different weapons she can have. Do they show her with different weapons? Is it just sword and shield? Doesn't look like she can have anything different. She's got sword and shield there as well. And then I'm so surprised they did these. Like seriously, if you look at the Venatari, try and find, there we go. If you look at the Venatari, they're still really nice. Like these are still a CAD design, really kind of sharp edges and everything. They're still really nice. But these are fab. I might grab a blister of these and have them as like the captains or something in this unit. That might work. That might be quite cool because they do have slightly different jump packs. It's a surprise, but a damn present one, right? Really surprised. I like that they've all got bare heads. Heads are amazing. Look at where's that one with the? Look at that. Yeah, they're fab. Fantastic. That's brilliant. Is there anything else? Oh yeah. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there we go. That one's the Elastus Accelerator cannon. So you do get two different ones. Oh, so it's a second. I wonder whether that's some. God, they're not very good at putting spaces after their full stops, are they? I wonder whether you can build those out of each individual kit or not. That's interesting. And then we get that absolute monster. That's just huge, isn't it? That's absolutely huge. I wonder that, yeah, that's on that little triangular flight stand again. Look, I quite like the new flight stand idea. That's quite cool. little triangular block that goes on the base. Carries a bit more weight for this. See you, Tobes. Fantastic. Yeah, there we go. There's the flight stand. Look, you can see the flight stand here. Look, it's a little ball and socket joint. Look, really nice. Absolutely gorgeous. And then, of course, we get the Liber Custodes as well. I'm curious to see what colour schemes are in there now, because if I can do my kind of evil muted gold and then find a colour that goes with it in here as a colour scheme, that would be rather nice. We've dropped a few hints that some of these models are also perfect for using in 40k, and it's entirely true. A rules update for Custodes is set for later this year, but several of the new miniatures are already perfectly suitable for representing current units in 40k. Meanwhile, if you want to stay up to date with Legio Custodes releases, make sure you subscribe to the Horus Heresy emails. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to get some more Custodes for Horus Heresy, of course. They're going to drop the Telemon, they're going to drop the other Terminators. 100%. 100%. Wow. Impressed. Impressed. Really cool. Let me know what you think about the Custodes, guys. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video. See you later, Sippy. Right, let's have a quick look at I'm not doing those ones. They're really nice. I do like the I can't remember what that's called. Is it a staff? Does it say in here? No. Oh, it does say that it is called a brand new Viper. Okay, so it probably will be in one box then, and you can just build it in either of the two different ways. There's Prince Uriel. Spear's a little short. Fantastic. And you can give him a helmet as well. That's quite cool. Right, the Sky Reavers. There's some of these models that I'm not sold on, but then they get an alternative pose later on and they look really cool. Maybe this is one of those things where it's just the proportions, because they look like that one just looks, from that angle, that one just looks a little too, or a little less elf-like. They are nice. They are nice. I love this one. The old classic OG Farseer helmet as well. Yeah, so Viper and Starfang. So that's the Viper. And then that's the Starfang. So they are going to be on the same build. I really like the Viper. I think that Viper's fab. I'm really disappointed. Another new flight stand, look. There's another new flight stand in there. I'm really disappointed they didn't put these in squadrons, so you can't take a squadron of 3 of them anymore. Because I used to have an all jet bike Eldar army that was really cool. Wow. And then that's the Void Scars that we'd already got, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. And then we've got the, I mean, just very, very quickly, these guys. Is it that one? What's that one then? Enter the oh, that's the books, isn't it? Yeah, we don't want that one. I want to have a look at these. Where is he? Oh, Look at that. That guy's phenomenal. He is leaning a bit, but that's easy to do. You just lift up that back foot, straighten him up a little bit so he's not quite so kind of leaning backwards. You want him a bit more imposing, so just put something underneath that back foot, lift his foot up and just kind of have him leaning a bit further over his front foot. Same with that one actually as well. That one looks like he's leaning backwards, so that one just needs to be tilted forwards a little bit on his toes. She's amazing. I'm not a big fan of the crocodile guy, which is fine. Yeah, I want to see him. I want to see him from the side. It looks like he's got his head back a little bit. I think it would be quite cool just to tilt him onto his toes a bit. Love the fact that it's got a wooden handle. Love the fact it's got a wooden handle. My thunder hammer on my Inquisitor, I like a lot because it's got a wooden handle on a power thunder hammer, which just is hilarious for 40k reasons. He's really cool. That helmet just says all sorts. All sorts. There's so much going on that model. It's so clever. It's so good. There's so much going on the model as well in terms of character. Like we've got little raven skulls holding on the fur cloak. You've got the tassels with the little Red Corsairs emblem there. You've got pirate sash with a pistol in there. A peg leg. A massive navy breacher boot. Scimitar down the back. That's awesome. I think that's my favourite model of the range, and then there's the crocodile dude with the dog, because we need dogs in everything now. Yes, those two are amazing. Those two are absolutely amazing. And then, I mean, he's pretty cool as well. And then you get, I mean, you get this full range here. I think they're going to be, accessory sprues for like the Terminators and accessory sprues for, well, I thought they were going to be accessory sprues for the Raiders and stuff, but they're completely new kits. Look, whole new kit. And I am wondering what the scale is of them. I don't think you're going to be able to get away with using them for Horus Heresy. I mean, that helmet is amazing, though. It's got a bionic arm on that one. Look at the anger and angular armor panels on that. That's a really cool evil Incursor helmet. And then that the Mark 7 helmets on these guys are amazing. That's fantastic. And then where's the name dude? There we go. Oh. That might be the best model in the whole range. That model is the best model in the whole range. Love it. Love it. Look at that helmet as well. That's the that looks like the Night Lord's helmet. Look at these things. And then you got the Traitor Guard as well. So the Traitor Guard, I think, are just the Traitor Guard with an accessory sprue. I think that's what that is. I don't know about the Terminators. I don't know whether the Terminators are going to be a whole new kit or just an accessory sprue to drop on. These are. Oh, I tell you what, these look like. No, because that leg is different. I was going to say these look like the Chaos Space Marines because they've all got their skulls on, but enough of them don't. and they've got the really cool knee pads. So yeah, I think they are completely different kits. And then there's just the upgrade sprue, which is like meh. That's such a waste of money. But hey, congrats if you want it, then that's cool. I don't understand why they give you a transfer sheet and then shoulders which you can't use on the transfers for. And I think transfers look so much better on shoulder pads than the 3D ones. So I'm going to do a how-to transfer video. So if you want to find out how to use transfers, then find out how to use transfers and watch that video. Absolutely amazing. Let me know what you think about those one, guys. Drop it down in the comments. I will see you in the next video. Drop a like and a subscribe. It'll be amazing. Thank you very much. Best model of the Red Corsairs and the Eldar Corsairs is this dude. Absolutely brilliant. Thanks very much. See you next time. Cheers. Right, everybody. I'm going to go make some dinner because it's 9:15 and I'm hungry. So thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out. Redtail, see you later. Cryo, have a good one. Grizz likes the Croc and the Dog. Yeah, there's a lot of kind of Necromunda crossover there, I think. Particularly with her. I think she's very kind of Necromunda-y as well. You're welcome, Shepherd. Thank you, Teeny Tiny. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. That was a lot of fun. I will post up the link to my tier list. So there is the tier list that you guys can do, and then you can post and let me know what, how good it was and how wrong mine is. Yeah, thanks very much, everybody. Take care. Have an amazing evening. We'll quickly go and see if anybody is on. Studio is on, so we'll go to studio. Thanks very much, everybody. Have a great evening, and I might see you over the weekend. Cheers, guys. Once I've done the videos, please pop onto YouTube, drop a like and a comment on the videos on YouTube if you can. That would be amazing, and I'll see you later. Have a good evening. Bye.